Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another watch along. Big up your damn selves in the building. Make sure to smash up the likes every single damn time and subscribe if you're new. This has been a while, hasn't it? So good to be home. It's so good to be back. We have missed each other, haven't we? Goodness me. When was the last time we did one of these? Obviously, we did Brentford, but that was slightly different. Very different, really, to be honest, because I was in the Big Six studio. And yeah, it was just completely different to what we're used to. Me and Tobes was there as well. But this is better. You know, we're back amongst each other again to discuss. This is a great game to be able to cover because there really is no jeopardy here. This is very, very calm. Very, very calm. People saying I ditched you for Big Six. No, I just must sometimes, you know, I must. The fixture clashes are nasty work. Let me see. People are saying the audio is a little bit quieter than they would like. Let me just up it a little bit. Let me know if it's going up for you guys. I'm just upping it slightly. Should be going up. I think I've got all my technical shit sorted out, so hopefully it's going up. I don't want to put it too loud now, but I will just up it for you guys anyway. Is it low? Yeah, it's a little bit low. So much to go through. Can mods it? I don't know why you got banned, brother. I have absolutely no idea. But we will see what the reasoning was behind your ban. All right, let me just quickly check a few things. What's going on here? How do I increase? Maybe if I just add that ever so slightly. You guys let me know. How is it now? Is it okay? Audio's a little low. Interesting. Unfortunate as well. All right, let me see what I can do. But it is good to be back. I'll just talk louder until I sort this out. This is an easy game for us. Very, very easy game for us. Hopefully it's going up in the volume. My head is with Everton. I'll be real. My head is with Everton right now. That's the game where I'm thinking we need to win that. You know, that's a big game. That's a tough game. It's another bogey team. But, you know, we have been dealing with our bogey teams. So I'm confident. I've predicted a win. I will predict a win again in the preview. This is more of an opportunity for the new youngsters. I saw a video went out on the Chelsea YouTube channel today talking about oh, it's good now? Fantastic. That's a relief. You know how much I worry about these things. All right, cool. Now we can go back. So, yeah, I mean, Acheampong, Tyreek George, they were awarded their senior citizenship. They are now, official first-team players. And it's good to see. It's good to see because, obviously, with this ownership, some of the criticism would have been homegrown talent. Obviously, we sold Matson, we sold Lewis Hall, we sold Gallagher. A lot of people were, tussling with that reality. But they've renewed some contracts. Samuel Smith, I think, was another one that was renewed or extended. Tyreek George now, of course, now Acheampong. Acheampong's the big one for me, because it is so directly linked with Reece James and Reece James's ongoing continuous injury issues. And Acheampong was the one that I really wanted signed up just as a insurance policy, although I think he has the potential to be much more than just an insurance policy. I think he could be a very talented fullback, and we're very good at producing defenders, as I keep saying to you guys. So I'm very excited for him. He's kind of that perfect mold for that right side centre back in a 3. That's exactly where I'm expecting him to start today if we're going to play with a back 3 and commit loads of attackers forward. And obviously we're playing against an Irish team in a competitive game for the first time. I do believe we played this team in a friendly in Ireland. I went to the game. Frank Lampard's pre-season, his first pre-season, if you guys remember it. I'm pretty sure we played Shamrock Rovers, some of their trialists, was it? And Bakayoko was absolutely horrendous that day. So shit. So bad that Gilmore had to come on and shore up the midfield and calm everything down. He was really bad. Let me just make sure time is all good to go for when we need it. So yeah, that's the last time we played them. That was obviously a friendly. This is the first competitive game. I do wish we were playing in Ireland because obviously then was it not this team? Am I incorrect? Okay, maybe it wasn't this team. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was this team. Maybe I'm wrong. Some people saying no, but it was an Irish team, of course. Anyway, and yeah, I wish it was in Ireland. Also, before we go any further, thank you so much. The support for multiple things that I need to shout out. The support on the vlog, absolutely astronomical, absolutely bombastic, absolutely fantastic, absolutely insane. Yeah. The support on the vlog was nuts, and that was the first time we've vlogged before, but that was a bit of a production. Do you know what I mean? It didn't come out straight after the game. I know people were like, "Where's your review?" We were just trying to cook. You know, we're trying to cook something quality and give you something on another level, and you guys responded very well to it. It's very encouraging because that's the type of content I want to be producing on a regular basis, as you guys know. So for you guys to take that in and like it and enjoy it, even though it was later on, it was a lot. It was very, very, very nice to see. So thank you for that. Also, we see your comments. We see your comments. Thank you for your support on TalkSport. Wow, your comments, your feedback, very humbling again. Very humbling. A lot of people DMing me, messaging me, commenting on the podcast, on the episodes. Very humbling again. Very, very surreal to see you guys supporting me in such an aggressive way. You guys are pressing, really pressing them. I don't think they'll do a show without me. You know, you guys are pressing from the front and in a unit, and that's nice to see. There's no gaps in between the lines. There's nobody not working hard. They're pressing. You guys, you're pressing very hard in the comments there. And I'm enjoying that. That's going well. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying it as well. So thankful, very humbled, very taken back, to be honest. It's been a mad few weeks. So thank you so much for that. And onwards and upwards, we got a lot more to do, a lot more to bring. And hopefully you guys will see that over the coming months and years beyond. So let's see with the lineup when that comes out. I'm going to go through some super chats in a second as well. I will be doing the Everton game. You know, sometimes, obviously, speaking of abandonment, because we haven't been doing all the games recently, TalkSport actually did want me to cover the Everton game, but I did say Chelsea games are off limit, okay? Because I will be here with you guys. Don't worry, I'm not going to just leave you, okay? We will be doing those watch-alongs here. If I'm not doing it, it's because I'm with Big Six and there's a clash, but apart from that, we are here. So Everton, we're covering it here. Then we go to Big Six Tottenham versus Liverpool, I think. And then we'll do the review. And then we do Breakdown. Breakdown will be back this week. Brentford game was a nasty kickoff time, but Breakdown will be back this week. Hopefully, it will be back with us sitting on the top of the table, but, you know, we're just a chill guy. We don't really, you know, it's none of our business. None of our business, you know, none of our business. So we'll see what happens, but it's going to be a fun weekend, that's for sure. All right, cool. Let's see what's going on. There's a lot to go. There's a lot to get through. I can't wait for it. When's the team dropping? I don't want to be late with this. When's the team dropping? I put my team in the community tab. The press conference was an absolute disaster for this game. I don't know if you guys saw the press conference. There was nothing to extract. There was nothing on Gu, who got I think he got a goal in the last game and an own goal, forced an own goal. But he played well last game. There was nothing on Achimpong, really. There wasn't enough, you know, about the game or the young players or, you know, where do you see Achimpong's position in the future? Is it in a back three? Is it in a back four? Is it a wing back? Is it a full back, centre back? Something of value, something of, you know, intelligence. It's just Mudryk after Mudryk. And I did expect Mudryk, don't worry. I did expect those questions, but after 3 questions and the same answer, surely can we get a different question? But no, to the point where they even asked him, what do you mean by you believe him? What do you mean by you trust him? What do you mean by that? Digging. So yeah, dead press conference. That's why I didn't really do a preview. We spoke about it on All You Can Eat anyway, and this game is already pretty much flawed. There's nothing really going on. It's a dead game. I think are we guaranteed to finish top of the league regardless? Let me just check. Obviously, this is our last Conference League game until March. We obviously are not going to be in the playoff because we have done exactly what we needed to do, which was finish. Well, we're not guaranteed top. If we lose, we could go second, but we won't lose. Okay, we're going to finish top. I know that for a fact now. These guys will handle business tonight. We'll finish top. Shamrock Rovers are currently 6th. And yeah, there will be no playoff game for us. I think it's 8 to 24, something like that, playing a playoff. And we won't be part of that. So obviously that means we get less games, which is great. Really, my main objective for today is just don't pick up any injuries. Don't pick up any injuries. I think kickoff is 8 o'clock. Am I wrong? I think it's 8 o'clock. Some people are saying 8:30. I'm pretty sure pretty sure 8 o'clock kickoff. Yeah, 8 o'clock kickoff. So that's fine. No injuries, which is why with my team on the community post, I just put the weakest possible team. I know Nkuku's not played recently, maybe Felix, or they haven't started recently because of injury or just being on the bench. Kukurea is suspended for the weekend, so some people are suggesting maybe he could start, which is fair. But I just don't want any injuries. So I don't know. We've been picking up quite a few injuries recently. Maybe it's PTSD, but I just don't want any more injuries. We got Everton, then we got Fulham, Ipswich and Palace are coming up as well. It's about 4 fixtures in about 2 weeks in the Prem. All big games, all 3 points, really what we should be aiming for. So yeah, I just don't want no injuries. So we'll see what the lineup is. Hopefully people can just, be in second gear and handle business, but let's see what happens. All right, cool. Let's go through the chat. And then we'll go through lineups when they drop. Big up the way Chelsea is performing. Make me think what angry rant man would say. I must say, when I see these comments, it's sad because I'd be thinking the same thing. When I see these comments, he was such a great content creator. We had him on All You Can Eat Chelsea, if you guys remember that episode, and he took over in a great way, in a good way. He was the star of the show. When you see someone performing, you just let them cook. You don't want to say too much, don't interrupt. Let the man cook. It was one of those, and he was unbelievable. I used to watch his rants as well. And a lot of people think rant man, but listen, when it was time to praise, the brother could do some serious propaganda. It's unfortunate that he saw us the last time he saw us, we was pretty damn awful. But he was a great content creator. And the thing is with him that is so unique. And I've said, many people in the industry have said this. That brother didn't need no lighting. Like, he didn't need no fancy cameras. That brother just hold the phone, speak, you will listen. Which is incredible in this day and age. There's a lot of that goes into this. A lot of equipment, a lot of editing. The fact that he could just be raw and uncut was it's a gift. So especially in 2023 and 2022 in these years. So yeah, it's a shame, man. It's a shame. He's definitely a big miss in the community, that's for sure. Big miss. And he used to do other stuff like review films and things like that as well. So yeah, man, I echo those thoughts. Let's see, what was Hughes' Irish team? Oh, I believe, I can't pronounce it, but it's a team in Dublin. I can't pronounce it very well. I'm not going to butcher it, but I will Google it. I know how to spell it. Are you okay with no signings in January? Am I okay with no signings in January? I think there could be one. I think one signing is needed. It depends on what you want to go for, right? If we're comfortably in the position that we're currently in and we're really creating quite a gap to top 4, and the ownership or the board or the manager don't want to, go again for the title or something, then obviously you could leave it as it is because the objective is complete and we're handling business. There is an argument to be made. You don't want to ruffle any feathers as well. It's quite a good unit. The culture seems to be kind of going somewhere with the group. There's a lot of friendships being made. You don't want to come in and throw anybody in to just rock the apple cart. It does need to be quite careful selection. But I do believe that a second option to Jackson is needed. I think Nkuku's not a striker. You guys know this. I think when he goes up front, his pressing is nowhere near as intense, so it doesn't really set the same tone. I prefer him in the 10. I think we need another striker. I think I'd loan Gue. I'd loan Cassidy. I'd sell Dewsbury Hall. I'd sell Chilwell. Unfortunately, regretfully, I'd probably sell Chukwuemeka because what's the point in keeping him? You're not playing him. I'd bring money in. Bring in funds from those guys. Desasti probably as well, depending on the injury situation at centre back. Maybe you leave that until the summer, and then I would get another striker, someone a bit different to Jackson, someone that you can put crosses into, just to get us over the line in games where maybe we need a different option. That would take us to another level to become serious title contenders, I think. Centre back, listen, I don't know. It's January is a tough market to operate in. I don't know with that one. I don't know. We got a lot of defenders, so yeah. I'm not really expecting us to get a centre back. But a backup striker for me is like screaming out to us because, or at least a competitive option to Jackson. Because if he was to go down injured, we don't have nobody up there that does what he does. So, yeah, I think that could be something to look at. All right, let me see what's going on in the chat as well. Duran. Yeah, Duran is going to go down as one of my biggest regrets. Obviously, I didn't want him because we had so many young strikers. I didn't want to stockpile any more young strikers. That was my main reasoning. I like the alternative to Jackson being like an Olivier Giroud. Professionalism, experience, know-how, which is not a bad thing. We saw it with Thiago Silva. But, yeah, Duran looks special. So, because he looks special, it's a shame. It's a shame. So, yeah, it is what it is. What can you do? You know what I mean? What can you do? We've got quite a few young strikers on the books, but he looks like a cut above all of the ones we've signed that aren't playing. Washington, I mean, he needs a loan as well. Guiu needs a loan. Fofana's out on loan in Turkey. I think he got injured. Obviously, Whispers, Richards as well is another one. Jamaican forward, but he's really young anyway. He's a long way away. I don't even know how he's keeping at the moment. So, but yeah, Duran would have been sick. If we'd got Duran, and we actually got that deal over the line, I don't know why. I can't remember the reason why we didn't. Yeah. Yeah, we would be cooking because his impact off the bench, his ball striking, his shooting from range, his heading ability. Yeah, we fucked up. We fucked up. I'll be real. I'm not really too bothered about the Samuel one. Amuridion. Yeah, you know Samuel. Yeah, that man, Samuel. Because we had him in London and we just sent his ass home. So, you know, that's on us. But yeah, the Duran one is looking crazy. The guy should really be playing over Watkins at this point. That's how good he's been when I've seen him come off the bench and impact. So it's a shame. All right. Anyway, people are saying about the volume. Let me just see if I can keep turning it up. I don't know why. Why does it come back quiet? All right, let me just see what I can do. Smash up the likes though if you haven't already as well. Let's see. I will do my best to try and up this. Just let me know in the comments down below. What button is it for these things, honestly? Sound, check your... It's a bit too late for that, mate. I don't know. I always figure this out and then I forget. Anyway, is it fine? Is it okay? Yeah, alright, cool. Some people saying it's cool. You're Colombian. If Duran joins Chelsea, I would go nuts. Let me know when the lineups drop as well, guys. Let me know when the lineups drop. Because I have absolutely no idea. Yeah, the Samuel one, I'm not gutted about. I can move on from that. Duran's looking like a long day. It's looking like a long day. We are linked with Liam Delap. I don't think, as I said before, I don't think it will be a Gyökeres or Osimhen. Very expensive, high wages. I mean, Gyökeres is actually falling into our wage structure, but he'd be very expensive on the transfer fee. I don't know where we're going to be with PSR and all that kind of stuff. Should be fine, but it all depends maybe on the outcome of Mudryk and I don't know, you know, what his ban could potentially be and all these things that we have to kind of take into account on maybe losses. But in terms of the Liam Delap would not surprise me whatsoever. Liam Delap is a player that is obviously former Man City. Joe Shields knows him. He'd be cheaper than a lot of the other targets that have kind of now increased in price. And his wages would fit as well. So I wouldn't be shocked if that was the one that we moved for. And then obviously people are mentioning other players like Jonathan David. Jonathan David would be available on a free. I'd assume Jonathan David would want to move to a club where he's going to get first team regular football. So I don't really think Chelsea would necessarily be the smartest move for him. I think he's in his mid-20s. So he's kind of entering his prime. I think he'd be looking for a starting position. I wouldn't be starting Jonathan David over Jackson personally. So, yeah. Lookman. Is Lookman's contract running out or something? Because people bring him up like he's got the potential to make a move. I mean, obviously, if Mudryk was to, worst case scenario, to get a 2-year ban and something, we had to kind of release him or, you know, come to some sort of agreement, mutual termination, because I don't think we should train and pay him 2 years to kind of just be banned. Then Lookman is an interesting conversation. There's quite a few left wingers maybe potentially that are popping up now. So yeah, it'll be an interesting one. I think his contract runs out in 2026, isn't it? Something like that. So he'd be available a little bit cheaper in the summer. So yeah, interesting. But what I'll say with that is, because Sancho is 25 and he's entering his prime and he has had a resurgence and a revival at Chelsea and he looks like he's going to be a very good player for us, I would be expecting that the next left winger we were going to go for would be like a young one, like a 21, 20 years old, 19 years old, another star boy, another wonder kid, that kind of player. I think they'll go and buy young because they've already future-proofed the position. I think they'll go and buy young and develop him, and so that's what I'd expect. Same with left back when you have Cucurella, 25 years old. You go and bring in Renato Vega, younger, develop, etc. So that's what I would expect. I wouldn't expect anybody to be Lookman's age, unless it was just a deal that was too good to pass up in terms of the price. They just thought they'd definitely get instant profit on it. All right, let me go for the lineups. Hopefully this is a weak team. I don't want no injuries. Maybe you can make a case for Cucurella. Oh, I love this football club. Guys, you know when Jackson said, I don't know what a title race is? He said, I don't know what a title race is, yeah? I don't know what it is. I didn't even know he was in one. I haven't looked at the table. I don't know what's going on. I'm telling you, what we're doing as a fan base is going to the players. It's getting to them. They see it. They're reading it. They're laughing at it. They're loving it. The rival fans hate it. They're complaining in all the group chats and all the comment sections. Oh, just say it, you bunch of wuss. Da 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 da. No, continue it. It is hilarious. You know what Madueke's just come out and said? Oh my days. I love this club. Reporter, Madueke, are you in the title race? Madueke, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. Oh, I love this club. We've had to convince some people that didn't get the memo. Some people didn't get the memo. People are saying, oh, Anita went on the Big Six. I was out for dinner with Anita and Dami last night. We went to Poor Boys, if you know Poor Boys in Kingston. And she's tweeted. She gets it. She's retracted her statement on the Big Six. So we're just, listen, I'm going to have George and Joey on the channel soon. You know, I'm going to chat to them as well. Everybody needs to get it. Everybody needs to understand it. Yeah, this is a movement. It's a unit. I love it. Madueke, I don't even know what a title race is. Oh, I love this. I love these lot. This is hilarious, man. This is hilarious. And you know he just says it with a smile on his face. Oh, it's brilliant. They're definitely seeing you guys online. This is what I say. Don't think the players don't see. I know Maresca's been saying it as well, but the way that they're answering the questions, there's a comedy side to it as well. They're definitely seeing you guys in the comments. 100%. 100% they're seeing it. Anyway, let me go and check the lineup. It's too funny. It's just pissing off rivals even more. You know when someone comes out and says that? You know how triggered people get? I love it. All right, so the lineup is Jorgensen, Achampong, Disasi, Renato Vega, Cucurella, Cassidy, Drewsbury Hall, Madueke, and Cuckoo, George, and Gu. It's a good team. I mean, surprised Madueke's playing, but that makes it clear to me that Neto's going to start against Everton at right wing ahead of Madueke. Sancho will play. Obviously, Palmer will play. Felix has just come back from a knock, so it doesn't surprise me he starts on the bench. Gu up front. Obviously, the midfield is sorted. Cucurella suspended. And we'll see if it's Renato Vega that starts against Everton, or is it going to be a Gusto left-back situation, or is it going to be, I don't know, is Badiashile going to be back? I don't know. I don't think he will be. Bench is Sanchez, Bergstorm, Tossin, Murray, Campbell, Dyer, Raksaki, Harvey Vale, Sancho, Neto, João Felix, and Mueka. Very strong bench, very strong team. Momentum is everything in terms of just keep winning games. Even though this game is pretty much irrelevant, almost irrelevant to us, just win it. Just win it. Just win it because it's good to keep winning games. So yeah, but that's a stronger team than I was going for. So Yeah, I don't have no worries. I think we're going to be watching some good football today. We're going to be watching getting some goals. We're going to be enjoying life, and that's what it is. That's what it is. Let me see if I can find this. There it is. Yeah, we're gonna be enjoying today, guys. We're gonna be enjoying. No stress. Everton's a big game. Big game. Yeah, Carney Chukwuemeka's, I guess, if we're going to talk about who's not involved, I mean, he's not even on the bench. So I'm guessing that's a knock he's picked up, because why wouldn't he even be involved in a game like this? It seems like the perfect game for him to be involved in. Let me just write these out. So, yeah, I don't really know what's going on there. If he's picked up something or I don't know. Who else is missing that could have been or should have been here? Let me just write these out. I mean, I saw reports today. There's been some silly reports coming out, but this report was actually worth our time looking at. I saw a report that obviously, which is obvious, which is Chukwuemeka and Disasi are not really part of the plans. So it looks like those guys are going to be moving on in January. I don't expect Chukwuemeka to be here after January, to be honest. He needs to be getting regular game time. Now, I think we are, and Drewsbury Hall was another one as well, but he plays today. So, but, you know, Chukwuemeka, I saw they valued him at something along the regions of 40 to 45 million pounds. Now, I don't really understand how we're going to get that level of money for someone that doesn't play and has an injury history. If we got 40 to 45 million pounds for Chukwuemeka, that would be incredible profit. I think we paid 20 million for him in Todd Bowie's sporting director era, along with Cassidy. So if we got double the money for a player that we've not really developed, to be honest, we've not developed him at all because he's been injured, that would be insane business. I don't think we're going to get that much. I remember when we were asking for similar money for Broja, no one came in, and then he went out on loan to Everton. So we can put that price up. No one's going to pay it, in my opinion. I think we'd be lucky to get 30 million for him. And that will be that. That will be that. So, and it's not because I don't think the talent's there for 40 million. I think it is. But you have to play. You have to play. You have to develop. You have to improve. You have to be durable. Then I think 40 million would have been okay. I think we could have got that, but not with what's happened. Not at all. It's too far-fetched in my opinion. Looks like Tosin will play then on the weekend as well, if he's on the bench. Let's see. Carney for me, Crystal Palace would be a good move. I'd like to see him there. I'd like to see him at Crystal Palace. I think they could do with an extra player to play with Eze. Especially because Eze, I mean, he could be leaving anyway, so maybe he could be the Eze replacement. Maybe that's why they're pricing it so high. Maybe they're expecting Palace to... I mean, Eze's not really been informed, though. Eze's not really been informed this season, so I don't even know how much money Palace would even get for Eze right now, to be honest. I don't think it's as much as they think. No one came in for him last summer for the price they were asking for. I think it was a 60 million release clause. No one came in for him. So I don't really know what Eze's going to go for, to be honest. They need to lower their price. So if you're thinking Eze, if no one was coming in for Eze at 60 mil with the season that he had, I don't think anyone's coming in for 40 mil for Chukwuemeka. So I think all these prices are going to have to drop. I think Eze, you're probably looking at about 45 million for him right now. 50 max with add-ons, which means Chelsea need to bring their value of Chukwuemeka down. Because Eze was in the England squad. And Chukwuemeka ain't anywhere near that. That's for sure. Let's see. Yeah, his only goal was against us. What a finish it was as well. Unbelievable finish. Let me see if I can get the Shamrock Rovers team up. Just bear with me. I have absolutely no idea. Please tell me you've put the lineups out. Of course you haven't. Oh, brother. He must be, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to get that from. Is Shamrock Rovers' lineup gone out already? Our lineup's out, yeah. I'll read it again just if you're joining before I put it on screen. Jorgensen, Achampong, Dasasi, Renato Vega, Kukurea, Cassidy, Drewsbury Hall, Madueke, and Kuku, George, Gu. Bench, very strong. Sanchez, Bergstorm, Tossin, Murray Campbell, Dyer, Raksaki, Vale, Sancho, Neto, Felix, Mweku. But where is the Shamrock Rovers team? Otherwise, I'll just leave it all blank. What is the deal with Alex Matos? I'm pretty sure he's out on loan. I have absolutely no idea what's going on there. Yeah, I didn't think Eze would have a great year just purely because once you lose Elise, you're kind of losing the player that he was kind of connecting with, and now he's not really got anyone to connect with. So now you've got to be the main star of the show. You've got to be the main man. You've got to be the guy that drags your team almost by yourself at times, and he's just not. He's not got that level of quality to do that, it seems. Let me check the Instagram. They must have their team up somewhere. They just haven't got it up on Twitter. Maybe that wasn't even their Twitter account. Okay, this is definitely it. Please tell me you put your team up. No. Guys, Shamrock Rovers, you've got to release your team. Guys, you've got to release your team. I know you only play once a month at the moment because you're... There we go. Thank you so much. The app has given me something. These man don't release their team. They don't have graphic designers. They don't want to put their team out. Jesus. These men don't want to release their team. Crazy. Right, I don't recognize a single player on this team. Let me see. Nope. We should have been forced to play all of our games away from home. I stand by this. We all could have had great away days and more vlogs. And just think it's only right that we go and, you know, travel to these guys' stadiums and bring the gate receipts in and whatnot and bring the money in. But then again, these players will never get an opportunity to play at Stamford Bridge again, probably in their lives. So that's another big thing for them to play at Stamford Bridge, to be fair. But, yeah. These, alright, let's see. I was even looking for... See, even like the old Irish players that are like Irish legends, you could say, they don't really go back to Ireland to play. You know when you get other players, they go back to their country to play in their latter years. Wouldn't mind seeing a little Aidan McGeady out here, or a little Shane Long or something. But nah. Listen, this app ain't even giving me the bench. And I don't really think you guys care about the bench. So I'm just going to just put this up on screen. I've got the starting 11. That's as much as I could do. Because the bench ain't even shown. But yeah, not even getting some legends or something. Okay, there we go. Right, what's on the bench? Let's see. I don't know why it's low. It's really annoying, this really annoying, to be honest. I'll keep playing with the settings and try and find out how to up it. I need to write myself a manual or something, to be honest. Alright guys, smash up the likes if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already as well. I know there's another game on at this time. Tottenham versus Man United in the cup. The cup that we're not in anymore. So do we really care? You know, I might put it up on a second screen just to give you updates on what's going on. But we will be mainly watching the Chelsea, even though this is a very, very minor game for us. Oh, dear. Yeah, it's weird, IBK. I don't know what's going on, brother. Honestly. Oh, you got the subs. Someone found the subs for Shamrock Rovers. Let me pin that. Thank you. Where did you find that? Where on earth did you find the subs for Shamrock Rovers? Where did you find the subs? That's quite the discovery, to be honest. That's quite the discovery. Oh. For all I know, you could have made up these names. But I'm going to believe you. I'm going to believe you. Even though I have absolutely no idea. You could be lying. You could just be typing out anything. But I'm gonna just say this is the bench. Oh dear. I still don't even think I'm gonna type it out, I'll be real. Pinkington, love the vlog. Who do we want to go through actually? Is it Tottenham or Man United? I'm guessing the answer is gonna be Tottenham. Sorry, I'm guessing the answer is gonna be Man United in the game, the other game. Who do you guys want to go through? Let me run a poll actually. Let me run a poll. I'm not gonna run a poll about this match. Who do you want to proceed? There we go. Spurs or United? Obviously, we don't want to see them win a trophy, Spurs. If I'm talking about a serious semi-final clash, which I wouldn't mind watching, would be Arsenal versus Tottenham in the semi-finals. That would be insane in terms of the hatred and the drama and the entertainment. But I just don't want to see Spurs even get close to the trophy, you know? I don't even want to run the risk, to be honest. So for that reason, I'd probably just say put United through, just so we can say that that's not going to happen. Yeah. The thing is with Tottenham is that we need them, and you guys let me know in the chat. You know, what do you want to see them do against Liverpool on Sunday? Obviously, if we play 2 o'clock kickoff, then they play 4:30. I'm guessing quietly, under your breaths, you kind of want Tottenham to take points off Liverpool at least, if not win, at least draw. But they're probably going to take that Man United game more serious. I don't know what the lineups are. I'm sure they're strong. But do you guys want Spurs to go and beat Liverpool? You do. A draw so we can still hide. Oh, dear. You want a Man United meltdown? I don't know who's going to give us the big... I think Tottenham would give the bigger meltdown if they went out. Man United have won a couple of domestic cups recently enough, obviously under Ten Hag, back-to-back seasons, 2 cups. I think if Tottenham went out, that's where the bigger meltdown would actually be. Because they can't afford to not win a trophy. Whereas Man United, I don't think they really care too much about that one. Moving like Michael Richards. Yeah, I don't think Tottenham will do us any favours on Sunday, to be honest. I'm not banking on them. I just want to win our game, then my weekend's fine. I don't mind. I don't need to look at what they're doing and hope for them to do anything. Just we handle business, we move to the next. I'll be happy with that. Cucurella's first Conference League game. Is this the first time he's playing? Is this the first time he's playing? I just need fitness and health. Fitness and health for everybody on this pitch. Honest to God. Achampong was very good against Astana. Very good. If I talk you through that trip a little bit, actually, because it's the first time I'm live, I think. Well, Brentford, I was live, but I couldn't really even get the chat up too much at the studio. But Achampong was very good last week. He was good. He was good. He carried the ball really well, actually. He created some dangerous scenarios when he created an opportunity. George is still learning. But he's young. Not really surprised. Gu's first goal was great. Great goal. Good to see another set piece as well. Shrewsbury Hall. Listen, in the review, I was kind of on cloud 9 with the whole experience and being there and enjoying the culture and whatnot and the trip. So I wasn't really there to criticize any performances because, to be honest, the temperatures were getting so low. I kind of felt for them. I was like, they don't want to be out there anymore. Shrewsbury Hall, you could tell they didn't want to be out there. Like, unless you were making your debut or you're a young player and you had to impress, The seniors didn't want to be out there. It was getting cold. Like, it was getting real cold to the point where I was like, do you know what? I'm not even going to judge this. But Shrewsbury Hall was a bit meaty. I'll be real. He was a bit meaty. He was a bit meaty, especially in the second half, I think. But again, not really too bothered. I mean, he's going to end up leaving anyway. Let's be honest. If we're looking at a midfielder to cut when you've got Andre Santos coming back, Andre Santos is going to be a great player to kind of help Esteval bed. Even though Andre Santos has not even played for us in a competitive game, he's at least been on a pre-season with us. He's been in Europe for longer than obviously Esteval, would just be coming straight from Brazil. That would be a great person to kind of integrate him into, European football and help him settle. So I expect him to come back. I expect this to be his last loan. And then if you're looking for a midfielder to cut, to take out of the team, it's obviously Shrewsbury Hall. And then you go, next season, the thought of having Enzo Fernandez, Lavia, Caicedo, and Andre Santos as your 4 midfielders for the 2 positions. I've really died and gone to heaven, to be honest. Those 4, if they're playing at their potential, Enzo recently playing at the same level he's playing at now, Caicedo playing at the level he's playing at now, Lavia playing at the level that we saw in pre-season and the level that we've seen, at times this season when he's not been injured, and then Santos just playing at the level he's playing at. You are spoilt. You are spoilt for choice. You really are. And I'm not treating Andre Santos like a youngster. I'm treating Andre Santos like a first team option for Premier League games, Champions League games, off the bench, coming in, doing 20 minutes, 30 minutes. If he needs to start, he can start. I actually trust this guy. I trust him. So I don't know who the 5th choice would be. Maybe it's a kid. Maybe it's a Dyer or a Raksaki. That would be good balance. Or maybe they get loaned out. I don't know. But I'm excited for them. I'm excited for Santos to come back. I know everybody talks about Esteval coming back, and I am excited for him as well. But I'm just as excited for Santos coming back as Esteval. I just can't wait to see the kid. Can't wait to see the kid ball out. He's going to be so good. Do you think Mish is innocent? I think... Listen, it's not really anything to think because we're waiting on the Sample B results. And one thing I said in my video and I said on TalkSport as well, I really don't believe Mudryk has done this on purpose. I don't think he has taken this substance on purpose. I think he's been misled. I think he's taken something that a health expert or a fitness trainer or, has given him. And I think this has caught him by a surprise. Now, it's still his responsibility. And he's still going to be potentially punished because usually, again, 99 times out of 100, when sample A is that, sample B is the same. Unless there has been a massive mistake on the FA side of things and the doping test, which is very rare, usually it will be the same. So from the sounds of it, they know what the substance is and they know it's in his system. And what they're just saying as a response in statements from Mudryk and his camp is that it was unknowingly, right? Which doesn't mean it's not there. It doesn't mean it's a mistake from the FA. It means that we didn't know it was there. But like I said in my video, you not knowing doesn't add to your defense. It doesn't change anything. Now, I hope the FA, from a fan perspective, and I said this as well, you guys know I don't really rate Mudryk very highly, right? I think he's got some attributes. I think he's got some tools. But I don't think up here he's gonna make it all click at this level. And I think as ruthless as we are as a club, we just don't really have time to be teaching, coaching, nurturing this player and talking to him on the sidelines every single week. And we just need to be handling business, right? And winning trophies. So he hasn't developed as quickly as Madueke. I've said that as well before. And I think the best thing we can hope for as a fan perspective is he gets the smallest possible ban. And it's not 2 years or 4 years or something crazy. Because if it is, that will be that, So we just have to wait till the results come back. I feel sorry for him because it's a big issue, man, for his career. It's a big issue for his career. But I'm also thankful for the fact that we've managed to put ourselves in a position where this isn't going to derail us crazy. So at least we can say, okay, let's sort this situation out as a club, behind closed doors, put it to the side, but it's not going to derail our whole season. So Let's see what happens, man. Like I said in All You Can Eat Chelsea, I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked. Because when someone's training like he's training and gymming like he's gymming, I just expect all the C's and T's, you know, to be accounted for, you know, and everything to be taken care of. But obviously it's happened in Ukraine or it's happened on international duty. And yeah, we already know that, you know, that substance is more common in that part of the world. So it's a shame. It's a big shame. It's a big shame. He might be improving, but for me, a real mark of improvement is what you do in the Premier League. I can't judge too much what you do in the Conference League. I've said it before. This competition is not our level. This competition will never be our level. We're not going to be here again. I'm looking at your performances to see, can you contribute next season when we're in the Champions League? When we're in the Champions League and we're coming up against PSG and we're coming up against Real Madrid and we're coming up against all these teams, can you come into the team and help us? And I can't judge that from this. I can't judge that from Noah's Ark and Shamrock Rovers and Astana. I can't judge it. So unless you're playing in the Premier League and you're assisting and you're scoring and you're creating chances regularly, I'm afraid there's nothing I can say. At least I can say Felix has come into the Prem team and he's done a good job against some teams. I can say Madueke's contributed against some teams and got some GA. And that's what you have to do. That's what you have to do. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully Sample B is just you know, just gets him out of hot water. But like I said, I wouldn't bet on it. I wouldn't get too emotionally invested in Sample B being a good news, because from what Ben Jacobs said, and you know, he knows more than me when it comes to these matters. He said it's very unlikely. It's very unlikely. All right, let's see what else is being said. So a lot of people have been saying Cole Palmer 10. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen, I don't know. I don't want to rip a man's shot off him before, you know, things are even concluded, because when it happened to Sterling, it was wild. Sterling was walking around in his number 7 tracksuit, and then they just stripped that shit off him and said, yo, hand that to Neto. Hand that to Pedro Neto. You can hold 30 or something. You can hold 30, shirt number 30. It was wild. Ruthless behavior. Angelo's not coming back. Angelo's been sold. And to be honest, I wanted Angelo to go back out on loan to Strasbourg because I think he's a good player, but he didn't develop his shooting from what I saw. So he was never going to come back to the first team last summer. So I was fine with that. I think he needed another loan to get the shooting. But then once we signed Esteval Willian and we kind of saw what he was on, yeah, I said, you know what? Whatever, man. It is what it is. I don't think we got the maximum profit on Angelo that we would have got. But, yeah, it is what it is. Do you think we replace Mudryk? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I think, like I said, the way I would configure the team is if Mudryk, say worst case scenario, Mudryk's banned for 2 years, right? And now we're looking in January to bring in a forward. My thing is you loan Gu, you bring in a competitive option for Jackson. Come on, last 20 minutes, give an aerial threat, something different. And you move in Cuckoo to the 10, and you can move Felix to the left. And then you've got your cover for Sancho. You've got Neto can play on the left as well. You've got Madueke. Sancho can play on the right. You've got Nkuku and Palmer in the 10. You've sold Chukwuemeka. And you've moved Gu on loan. And you've got another striker. So you've added an attacker. You've replaced Mudryk, but with a different attacker. Because one thing I don't think we need any more of is more attacking midfielders. Not right now. Remember, we have Esteval Willian coming in the summer. Now, it seems like he's going to be in the first team. Kenji Pius is coming in the summer. Maybe he'll go on loan, but I'm still excited to see what type of talent that is. that could be one season, and then you have to bring him into the first team because he's just that good if he goes to Strasbourg. So you don't want to sign too many wingers and attacking midfielders and put them on 8-9 year contracts that are first team players, because you might now put yourself in a overcrowding situation very quickly. I don't think we need to do that. We have Sancho, we have Neto, both flanks, we have Madueke, we have Felix, we have Nkuku, we have Palmer. More than enough. Get another striker, because we don't have an option to Jackson, and then leave it until the summer and then see what the situation is then. That's what I would do. I think Felix played brilliant off the left against Leicester. I think he was fantastic. The only thing with Felix on the left is you need to give an outlet on the left from the left back position. You need to give some sort of overlapping outlet or some sort of attacking option. So he's got something to work with. But Cucurella's been doing that. He's, trailblazing into the box against Brentford. He's been doing that. So yeah, that's what I would do. I would go and get a forward. But again, if they're waiting for Liam Delap or they're waiting for Duran and they can't get them until the summer, then maybe you don't get a forward because you don't want to ruin that deal. So I don't know. Maybe there's a loan in January. Maybe there's a smart loan. I don't know. We've had bad history of that. I think it was who did we bring on? We brought Falcao on loan, didn't we? Pato on loan. We wouldn't be getting one of those guys on loan. Evan Ferguson is someone that's been mentioned prior that Brighton are potentially going to let go out on loan. I don't know what you guys think of bringing him in to replace Guy. I don't know. That could be an interesting deal. But do we really want to develop someone for Brighton? Not really. So it's an interesting one. Would Villa let Duran go mid-season? I don't really think so. I think he just signed a new contract as well. So that's a tough one. Just watched your Astana vlog. Gives me a Sidemen vibes. Wow, that is an incredible compliment. When we did that trip, we left here, London, midday. Got there about 5 a.m. in the morning, Kazakhstan time. Left 6 a.m. the following day. So we were there for 24 hours, literally. So it's a 24-hour vlog. And we didn't sleep. Well, I didn't sleep. Skull got a few hours, but I didn't sleep. Not properly anyway. Slept on the plane, But I do wish I went there for just one more day because, yeah, we could have done a madness. We could have gone skiing and all sorts. But because it took so long to get there and so long to get back, and then we played on the weekend, got to do a preview, there was just no time. There was no time. But I was actually really tired on the trip as well, because obviously I didn't sleep for like 3 days. Apart from like on the plane, very shit sleep. So I'm glad that you liked it, because I can do better. Let's put it like that. I can do better. So I'm glad you liked it, because that was me on no sleep. that was me on no sleep. Just going mad. All right, cool. What else is going on? What's your correct score on the match? My prediction for this game is 4-0. Could be 6. Could be 6, But I'll take a 4-0. I'll take a 4-0. Just good performance, win the game, no injuries. No injuries is the key for me. No injuries is the key. How long we got? Half an hour till kickoff. No injuries is key for me. Let me close this poll. I'm actually going to run another poll. I'm going to run it on strikers, because if we are talking about backup striker, which I think is fair to discuss, not backup, just a striker. One thing I liked about Roman is he didn't let your spot be too cozy. You know what I mean? Shevchenko comes in, Torres comes in, Anelka comes in. Even for Drogba, there was no respite. So I'm not going to say backup striker. I'm just going to say a competitive option. Because if Jackson was to get injured, we can't just literally shrivel up and die as a club. So we do need options. Duran, I'm going to put Delap. I'm going to put Samuel. And I need one more option. Realistic. I'm not going to go with anyone 100 million and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to keep the profile to young, kind of competitive, low wage. Boniface. No one talks about Boniface anymore. Yeah, I got Samuel. No one talks about Boniface. Maybe I should put Jonathan David, because he is going to be on a free. I do like I do like Pedro at Brighton. I do like him. Okay, let me put David or Pedro, because those two are wild cards. So get your votes in on that poll, because I just want to get a general consensus of what you guys would go for. But I do like João Pedro. I do like João Pedro a lot. I think he has injury issues though. I think he's caught a couple injuries this season, so I'm not sure about that. Oh, I should have put Sesko, shouldn't I? I should have put Sesko. I forgot about Sesko. Well, if you think Sesko, then just put it in the chat. Just put Sesko in the chat. There's quite a few young strikers coming up, isn't there? Boniface doesn't want to play in the Prem. Okay, fair. Yeah, João Pedro is more of like a false nine, dropping the lines and link up, and yeah, I hear you. A lot of people saying Sesko. Sesko's got a release clause. This is the thing. This is why I love Jackson's development and his upward trajectory, because it doesn't put us under loads of pressure. There's a lot of strikers out there, and there's a lot of teams that need strikers. There's Isak. Now, I don't think we're going to go for Isak, because, again, that's a very expensive transfer. But you got Isak out there. You got Gyökeres out there. You got Osimhen out there. You've got, Samuel. I'm not going to say Samuel so much because he just signed. Maybe he'll do a few more years. Duran, Delap, Jonathan David, João Pedro. You've got all these forwards. And Sesko, yeah. You've got Arsenal that probably need a striker. Man United need a striker. Chelsea, they need another striker. Liverpool, I think, if Jota keeps getting injured, they might look at another striker. I think they'll sell Núñez as well. City, they need a second option to Haaland. Tottenham, I think they should use Son as a secondary option to Solanke and get a left winger. But everyone needs a striker. Everyone needs a striker. So it's going to be fascinating. It's going to be fascinating, to be honest. It's going to be insane. Real Madrid, maybe they need, someone to be a bit more of a focal point if they need that option. So yeah, there's a lot of teams. Cunha is a 10. People are saying Cunha's a winger. He's a floater. I just call him a floater. He's a floater for sure. He's got a good finish on him though. A Pender. People are mentioning him. There's a lot of forwards. I think it's going to be a busy summer. I really do. I think January is going to be... We'll see. January, I don't think there's going to be loads and loads. I think it'll be like loads of little deals, loans and small deals and people talking to free agents. Remember, we went through all the free agents that are coming up this year. There's a lot of free agents. Pre-agreements will be probably done. Trent and all these guys. I think people are going to want to save their money for the summer. There's a lot of big wage earners, some high wage earners, and some big transfers to be done. Big name strikers to move. So I think people will save their money. Cherky, I've seen, yeah, Liverpool links. Alphonso Davies hasn't signed yet for Bayern contract. There's a lot going on. Trust me. No, Samuel signed for Porto. That's why I kind of would take him off the list, because if he just signed for Porto last summer, he's not really going to move in 1 year. I think he'll do minimum 2 seasons, maybe 3 seasons, and then he might move if he's on the right trajectory. Real Madrid should try and get Salah on a free. If I was Real Madrid, yeah, I'd be trying to take all 3 of Liverpool's man on a free. I'll be real. I'd take Trent on a free. I'll take Van Dijk on a free, because they've had centre-back injury issues. They've had to play Tchouaméni there sometimes. I'll take Salah on a free, because they ain't really got many left-footed attackers apart from Endrick. I'll take all of them on a free. I would just go and take all of them on a free and keep it moving if I was them. They're all still balling out. I'll take them all on a free. I'll take all of them. If I was Real Madrid, I'd literally just be chatting to all 3 of them and just say, I'm taking all of you on a free. That's greedy. That's greedy. Washington needs a loan. Washington needs a loan. I think Felix Johnson was saying to me when I was saying, why is Washington not in this squad, right? Because Washington was signed and he's part of the project. So why is he not in this, right? And obviously what happened was apparently is Chelsea registered Chukwuemeka when they didn't have to. They registered him. So he is taking up an extra spot that he didn't need to take up. That's what he told me. So, you know, you can only register a certain amount of players that haven't been here in the last couple of years in that age group. So Samuel Smith, for example, can't be registered in the Conference League squad because he's not been here for more than 2 years. But they didn't need to sign Chukwuemeka, register him in this team. And then there would have been one more spot open for Washington. But it is what it is. How long do you think you can keep Andre Santos for? Well, I'm looking to keep him for his whole career. You know, I rate the kid very highly. I think Lavia, Santos, Caicedo, and Enzo is perfect competition. Another one on top is now potentially unhealthy competition. I think you've got a player like Lavia who struggles with injuries. You've got to manage him anyway. I think he wants to be managed, looked after, so you don't need to worry about him complaining about being rotated. You've got Enzo who's now starting to play in half spaces and start playing in the attacking midfield position. We even saw Enzo, Lavia, and Caicedo all playing the same team. Caicedo's inverting from right back. He's got that option to do that. So you've got a realistic chance of playing 3 out of the 4 in the same lineup and guaranteeing to get all of them minutes on the pitch in the same game, coming off the bench at least or something. So for me, with Champions League next year, shouldn't be worrying about having those 4 as options, because Champions League's going to be intense. It's going to be intense. So for me, I think that the 4 there is perfect. The 4 there is perfect if everybody's playing well. So yeah, that's how I'd run it. Yeah, listen, when it comes to Rodrigo, that's out of our wage. I'd love Rodrigo. Rodrigo would be my dream left wing signing. If you could tell me that we're replacing Mudryk with Rodrigo at left wing, I'd shed tears. You know, Rodrigo leading Esteval, Willian, and Santos. Oh Lord, Jesus! Oh, we would shed tears. Don't get me gassed, man, please. It's not possible. Can you imagine? Rodrigo cutting in off the left, Esteval Willian cutting off the right, Palmer in the middle. Ay, Jesus! Don't do it. Don't even bother. Don't even bother, please. Just don't even mention his name again, because you lot are just doing this for no reason. Oh, damn. What about Sancho? What about competition? What about options? That's what it is. It's just options. Sancho comes in. Everybody gets in. Everybody gets a go. But yeah, nah, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Duran is winning the poll. 41%. Samuel's on 17%. Delap's on 28%, to be fair. And David or Pedro is on 13%. So, yeah, that's how that's looking. People are very moved by Duran, and I am also moved. This season, he's just kicked it up a gear. He was getting a couple of goals, a couple cameos last season, but this season, when he's been called upon, he's been deadly. And he looks really good in the air. Really good in the air as well. Really good in the air. How much do you think he would cost now, chat? Let me know in the chat. How much do you think he cost? Like, give me a fee. How much would you pay for Duran, actually? Forget it. How much would you pay? Give me some figures in the chat. How much would you pay for Duran? Because you're not going to get him for, what was it, 35? We were trying to agree? 30, 35? We're not going to get him for that. So you can forget that. Scrap that. How much would you pay for Duran? How much would you pay? I'm seeing 45. I'm seeing 60. 75. 50. 70. 55. 60. 50. 55. 80. 75. 70. 55. 70. I'm seeing basically in the range between 55 million Actually, there's a few 45s. You wouldn't get him for 45. I can tell you that right now. It's minimum 50 million. Minimum 50 million. Yeah, the range in the chat seems to be between 45 and 70, but I'll say 50 to 70. 50 to 70. A lot of people saying 55, 65, 60. Yeah, 55 to 55, 50 to 70, 55, yeah. 50 to 70 million. Damn. Damn. Yeah. Yeah. They wanted 40 in the summer, people are saying. He's not going anywhere in January. That's a summer. That would be a summer move. He's such a good finisher. I did know Kai Havertz was on that much. Yes, I did. It was widely renowned. Everyone knew it. Mark Gurley at centre back. Nah, no thanks. I need someone aerially dominant. If we're bringing in a centre back, they got to be aerially dominant. Aerially dominant. All right. Cool. Smash up the likes. Okay. Diomande. Yeah, no one really talks about Diomande too much anymore. I've not heard his name in a while from Sporting Lisbon. I've not heard his name in a while. It's been a while. Let me check real quick. Tar on a free. That's another player moving on a free as well, isn't it? Jonathan Tar. Bare players. I think we've been linked to him as well, to be honest. All right, let me quickly go back to Super Chats as well. I think I've missed a few. Oh, yeah, I have. Man, I missed the emergency meetings. You missed the emergency meetings when we were bad. I mean, listen, we could have emergency meetings in the back end of the season, but it will be for a different reason, hopefully. It will be emergency meetings because we're in a problem. We can't keep up the act any longer. So, hopefully, different type of emergency meeting. Why is the background green? I just decided to go for Conference League background today. It's not for Shamrock. It's for Conference League. Just give something different. I could go a bit of blue, to be fair. A little bit of a mix like that. Give it a little bit of blue. Oh, that's gone very blue now. But I just went with Conference League. If someone says buy Gyökeres to replace Jackson again, I'm gonna throw up in my mouth. Stop Dashware money. We tried to buy strikers a lot of the times and it was almost never worked. For me, it feels like instead of hauling one, we just build one instead. That would be ideal if we could build a striker inside what we've already purchased. But next season for me is a title charge from the jump, from day one. We got to go for the title. So I don't really trust any of the ones we currently have to be back up to Jackson in a title fight. They've not had enough minutes or developed enough for me to say, right, yeah, you can step up. So for me personally, I think we're going to have to purchase if we're serious. Should we and those guys need loans. Those guys that we, Hughes, Washingtons, they all need loans to develop. Should we overpay for VVD 300k a week? Listen, if we could bring in Van Dijk on a free for 2 seasons, I would do it. Because that is the type of centre-back that we're missing. Someone that can be the leader of men, to be a captain back there, to develop and help Colwell and Fofana and teach them. And I would do it. For free, I would do it. That's like Thiago Silva coming in. You know, I would do it. That's the top caliber of centre-back in the world. That's the top 1% of centre-back in the world. I would do it. But it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Not a chance. You know why I would do it? Because it would piss off Liverpool fans. It's the type of move that makes earthquakes in the sport. It's the type of move that causes drama, but in a good way for us. You know when we had that Lavia Caicedo Liverpool back and forth? That's the type of imagine me doing a stream. Breaking news, Chelsea have signed Virgil van Dijk on a free. Jesus. Do you understand the level of head loss that would be on this platform? Oh my God. For that alone, I would do it. Just for the head loss, I would do it. Oh my goodness. Just for the head loss. So, listen, it would be incredible, but it would never happen. He wouldn't do it. We would never. He would never. It would never happen. But I would love it if it happened. That's a floor raiser. That's a level raiser. That's a we're going on a title charge type signing. That's like, you know, that's what that is. You bring in a player like that, on top of what we already have, that's a statement of intent, you know, even for 2 seasons, just to come in and handle business. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Oh, dear. No, I wouldn't take Garnacho or Rashford. Nope. I'm not keen on bringing in everybody's rejects. Like, Sancho, I've always rated. So I was... Listen, at the time when we signed Sancho, I didn't really think we needed him because we had so many attacking midfielders already. I thought we needed a striker. Thankfully, Jackson hasn't been injured. Otherwise, I think we would need a striker. But we kind of overloaded the attacking midfield and underloaded the striker position. But it's fine because we're good. But with the Rashford thing, no. He's lost a yard of pace. He's getting to that age now where he's actually older than Sancho, first of all, by a few years. He's getting to that age where it's getting to Raheem Sterling territory. High wages, potential lack of motivation, lost a yard of pace, questionable decision-making at times. For me, no chance. Not necessary. Don't need to take the risk. We've already got Sancho. We don't need Rashford as well. And we are not paying him the wages that he wants at all. He needs to go to Spain or Italy or somewhere else. He needs to go to another country, fresh challenge, away from the media. I don't want no statements. I don't want no Twitter, notepad, nothing. I don't want it. No, thank you. No, thank you. And with Garnacho, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Don't rate him to be bringing him in. Don't rate him high enough to be bringing him in. Don't want Garnacho anywhere near here. No, thank you. No, thank you. So, yeah. A strong no to both of those guys. Strong no. Let's see. Rashford should go Serie A. Go play for like a passionate Italian manager, but not ours. Go and play in Serie A. Go play in Serie A, man. You'll look fast over there. You know, you'll look a lot faster over there. Go and get a fresh challenge, new league, new culture. Go do all that. Go do all of that. I've been saying it for over a year. He should move. I said it last summer as well. Should move, man. Should move. 100% should move. Serie A. Yeah, Napoli. All right, what's this? Would you take Jonathan Tah centre back? I've not really been watching him this season, so I don't really know if is he playing to a high level, guys? Let me know in the chat. I've not been watching Leverkusen. I watched a bit of them last season because obviously they were just, you couldn't ignore them. You know, they were just on another level. Boniface I was looking at as well, mainly. Gimeraldo, the left back. Guimarães, the Spanish left back. I've always rated him. When he was at Benfica, I used to have him on Football Manager. He's just a baller. So I was watching a bit of them, but not this season. So I don't really know what's going on. He sounds like a player that's going to go to Bayern Munich. He's going to go to Bayern Munich or something like that. Wasn't he meant to go to Bayern Munich in the first place? If he's slow, this is my first question. If he's not fast, no thank you. I need fast centre-backs. I need pace. I need that Konate pace. I need that pace, that Saliba pace. I need a quick centre-back. We play a high line, or we want to play a high line one day. We want to press up the pitch. I can't be having no slow centre-backs. No slow centre-backs. Can Broja play against us on Sunday? I would assume not. I would assume that he's tired. I'd assume that he's obviously not cup tied, but you know, he's ineligible. He's illegible to play. I would assume, because Maatsen couldn't play. No, sorry, Maatsen signed. Who couldn't play against us recently? Okachuku? Well, he was never going to play anyway. Someone else. But yeah, I'd assume he can't play. I think he'll probably just go to Bayern. If he can't defend wide areas, that's another L. That's another no. You know? So, Lewis Hall. No, Lewis Hall signed for Newcastle. Kepa, that's it. Kepa, yeah, Kepa. That's the one. Kepa's the one. Kepa's the one. So, yeah, there got to be a centre-back that can defend in wide areas, that can be aerially dominant. I'm pretty cool on centre-back right now because we got Argentine Aaron coming in, and I want to see him maybe go out on loan next year. I want to see how good he is. I want Josh Achampong to play these Conference League games. It looks like the manager wants to keep him in-house. He could develop very quickly. We don't know. Let's see. But he's young for a defender, so I'm not going too crazy with it. But I want to see what he looks like. We got some very talented centre-backs, right-side centre-backs coming in from Argentina or from Cobham. So I'm pretty calm. I know the centre-back position is a worry for people because we're not defending very well, or we're conceding goals. But we got some couple players cooking. I do want to see what's going on. But I would look at an experienced one. I wouldn't sign another young defender. I think we have enough young defenders. I would sign an experienced defender, but it's got to be the right experience. You know, it's got to be the right experience. That's if you're moving on, obviously, tossing as well. Maybe, you know, Desassi's got to go. It's quite a few players that could have to leave. Right, let me just up my volume. Let me know if the volume's going up, because I am upping it now by quite a bit. Okay. Kickoff. How far are we from kickoff? 4 minutes. All right, let me bring this through. 5 minutes to kickoff, people. 5 minutes to kickoff. We're just focusing on our game. I'll put the Man United Tottenham game to the side, but it's really just for updates. So if I see the goal, I'll tell you how the goal went in, but mainly we're watching the Chelsea. I'll have Man United to the side. Have they already kicked off? No, they haven't. I don't think they have. No, they haven't. All right, cool. All right, let's get this going. Ooh, come on, the boys. Put me in, coach. There we go. Come on. This thing's jarring. Let's see. How do I get in here now? Just logging in. There we go. Oh, God, where's this game? Is this game on TNT, guys? Let me know in the chat. Is this game on TNT? Should be, isn't it? All right, cool. I've got the game anyway, I think. Why are they giving me all this nonsense today? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, it's on TNT. All right, cool. How long we got till kickoff? Couple minutes. Let me get the lineups off screen. Let's get the timer ready as well. Going to kick off very, very soon. People are mentioning Bastoni. That'll be a big link to Badia Shill's future there. Big link to Badia Shill's future. I think when you're talking about someone like Bastoni, you have to look at Badia Shill's future if you're kind of giving up on him. I don't think you need 3 left-sided centre-backs, but Bastoni in the wide defender position with Colwell in the middle would be like crack. It would be crazy. Absolutely insane. But again, that's a very expensive purchase. A lot of Italian players don't tend to leave their league as well, so that's another thing to factor in. All right, cool. Who's captain for this game, guys? Who's captain? Obviously, the review will come out straight after this. And then we will go to Big Six tonight. The Sassy's captain, yeah? Yeah, there's a lot of talk about him going in January. I think we paid 45 million for him. If I remember correctly, I think it was 45 million euros, 38 million pounds. Very difficult to break even, I think, on that one. But I don't know how much we need to balance the books. But that'll be that's one of the players that could be on the exit. Should be on the exit. So there we are. Cassidy will play the deepest midfield role today. We might see Cucurella invert. It becomes a back three with Achampong, Disasi, Renato Vega in the back three. Cucurella coming into midfield with Cassidy. Dewsbury Hall going into attacking midfield next to Nkuku in the half spaces. The 2 wingers, Madueke and George, and then Gu up front. So that's how I'm expecting it to look, really. I'm not expecting anything else. Hopefully a clean sheet, because we need to rack those up any way we can. Whatever competition we can. Right. Spurs are going to beat United. Why do you say that? Let me see the lineups. We're going to kick off in a minute. So let me get the timer ready. We will be kicking off very, very soon. Chelsea. Come on, boys. Let's kick off. Okay. Right. Let's see. Let me know when it's kicked off for you guys. I think it has, yeah. What's so delayed for me? Right. They got Lindelof at the back. What? Hold on a second. Let me take a look at this. Archie Gray's at the back for Tottenham, to be fair. So is Dragerson, Pedro Porro, Jed Spence. But they do have Lindelof at the back with Yoro and Martinez, and anybody's guessed that game. Anthony starts, Højlund starts. It's a pretty strong Tottenham team in the front five. Couple changes in defence. That Tottenham team's actually not that weak. It's actually pretty strong. All right, we're going to kick off now. We're going to kick off. All right, we've kicked off. Timer might not be completely in line just yet. Bear with me. Yeah, it's coming. The timer's there, but it's not completely in sync, I don't think. Actually, it is quite in sync, to be fair. Right. Let's see what we're doing. Whatever you did to your audio didn't work. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. All right, we're switching play. Let's go. Come on. Achampong. Just got to keep the ball. Handle business. Shouldn't be no stress. A little bit of a missed touch from Renato Vega. Big game for him. I think Renato Vega is probably the one player that I'm watching the most because it's likely that he could play against Everton. It's very likely. Especially with Badiashile being out. So we need a big performance from him, to be honest. Gu's done very well. Gu's done very well. Oh, he was close. He was close. He was going for it. He was going for it, Gu. He wanted to redo the Astana. The Astana goal. Skipping past everybody. He was trying it. Come on, boys. Okay. Let me see. Go on. I wonder where we're probably gonna loan Cassidy back out into that's a terrible strike over the bar by Achampong. Terrible strike. We're probably gonna loan Cassidy out to a Serie A team or something. Feels like the type of team that we might go for. I think he should really go back to the Championship, to be honest. I think he should go back to the Championship. He was starting to do something at Leicester. And then next thing you know, we just bring him back. Then we just yank him back into the team last season and we don't even play him. He could have got more coaching under Maresca, which is funny. He could have got more time with the current manager if he had stayed there. He was just starting to get some action in the team. It's actually mad how it works out. Stephen Bradley's the Shamrock Rovers coach. Who's the current player that's going to be on that right wing for Everton? Just thinking weekend-wise for Renato Vega. Who's going to be on that right wing for Everton, guys? Obviously, McNeil is the main one that I always think about as the danger for them. Cucurella, nice run. That's good play. What's that on the pitch? Man says shameless Rovers. You're mad. He should go Italy. Why? Why go Italy? To be fair, if you're looking at getting profit off him, I don't know. Italy don't really have money like that. If you're looking at making profit off him, you kind of need him to be in England because that's where, if he impresses in England, he's more likely to get a team come in and purchase him. Than if he was to impress in Italy, What in the world are we doing, bruv? Is that toilet paper? It is toilet paper. What in the world? What's going on? Why are they dashing toilet paper into the... These... Bro, I'm so confused. What was the point? I don't know what's going on. This is very strange. They're having the time of their life. Let me actually look up, what does Shamrock Rovers' stadium look like? Imagine supporting Shamrock Rovers and you're playing at Stamford Bridge. It's crazy. They must be gassed. And they've definitely sold out their capacity. Like, look at you can see the away end. The away end is stacked. This is huge for them. Huge. We say that every single game though. Every game we play in this competition is always like, we're literally making their life right now. This is like their big day. It's got a 10,000 capacity, their stadium in Ireland. I'm just taking a look at the images. It's a decent ground. Very, very Bournemouth. Gives you Bournemouth vibes. Decent stadium. It's got free stands. I don't know what's going on, man. Oh, Jesus. We know where the added on time is coming from in the first half anyway. It's just from toilet paper being thrown on the pitch. Jeez, they've wasted like a good minute and a half, 2 minutes doing that. Deary me. It's a good corner, to be honest. Go on. Unlucky. Oh, man. Out in the west of Dublin City. Gassed, so they throw toilet paper. Listen, I don't understand it, but it happened. It happened. I don't know how they all managed to smuggle toilet paper into the ground, or did they go and get it? Did they go into the bathrooms and just absolutely take all of the toilet paper out of the bathrooms and carry it with them into their seats? Because how are they all smuggling toilet paper into the ground anyway? Did the security not say, why have you got toilet paper on you? To like 50, 100 of them. They must have gone into the toilets and robbed all the toilet paper. But they threw rolls. They threw Andrex rolls onto the pitch. Expensive toilet paper. Triple layered toilet paper. Extra soft. Extra layered toilet paper. I don't know. I'm trying to understand how this happened. I'm really quite confused. I'm quite confused. Oh, dearie me. It isn't toilet paper. All right, Vega's made a pass. Ooh. I can see us scoring from a set piece. When Disasi's on the pitch, this is his main threat. His main threat is these set pieces. I wouldn't be surprised if that's where our first goal comes from, to be honest. Would not be surprised at all. Okay. We're in no rush, to be fair. Like I said, no injuries and I'll be happy. If it's a couple goals, it is what it is. This is basically a training exercise for us. It's an opportunity to impress, but at the same time, for most of them, what can they really do in this kind of game to really get a game against Everton? It's more for Fulham. Because we play Fulham on the 26th, which I believe is next Friday, is it? Is it next Friday? Hold on. Getting my dates wrong. That will be the first Thursday, next Thursday. So we'll be playing midweek. That will be an opportunity for maybe some of those B team players to... Oh, unlucky. That will be an opportunity for some of those B team players to get a run out, or not a run out, get an opportunity to really, really try and get involved in the Premier League, because we'll be playing twice in 1 week, 3 times in 1 week if you want to look at it like that, Sunday to Sunday. Oh, the press. Oh, unlucky. Who do I think is the biggest competition for us in this tournament? I think off the bat, it's meant to be Fiorentina. Off the bat, it's meant to be Fiorentina. I mean, they've been finalists. They've been finalists previously. So, you know, they really should be the ones that you look at. Initially, I thought a team like Panathinaikos would have been worth mentioning, but they sit currently 19th in the league table behind a host of clubs. To be honest, Fiorentina is the only team. They're the only team I'm looking at in this league table and thinking maybe we need to be thinking about them. But outside of them, yeah, no one really. Someone said Real Betis. Real Betis they're not here, are they? I've not seen Real Betis in this competition. So, nah, I haven't seen them here. So, Fiorentina, and that's it really, guys. I'll be honest. I don't even know where they are in their league. Cassidy, good switch. Let me see where they are in their league. Fiorentina currently are 4th in Serie A. So that is a fair, you know, battle. That's a fair test. Should still be beating them, but that's a fair test. So for me, they're the only team. They're the only team. That's a top 4, 5, 6 team in a top 5 league. That's a team that you can say, okay, yeah, we need to be on point that day. That's a day where you have Cole Palmer and all these guys get involved. Apart from that, that's it. Tottenham are 1-0 up. Wow. That's a surprise. Who scored? Actually, is it really? Not really, actually, to be fair. Man United are not very good. I know they won at the weekend, but... Dewsbury were unlucky. Solanke scored, yeah? Solanke scored. Interesting. Solanke gets the first goal. He needed a goal badly. He's been doing up the whole link up and hold up and movement, but not enough goals. And that doubled the price of Jackson. The standards are not the same. When Jackson was doing that last season, people were slandering him, and he did it at half the price. No heat for these other strikers doing the same thing. It's crazy. You would have thought Jackson cost 60 million the way man were behaving last season. Ball comes in. Oh my days, that was close. We was almost 1-0 down. All right. That's an interesting one. I mean, listen, if Tottenham do go through, bro, where's Betis? I don't see Betis, bro. Unless they're not called Betis anymore on Google. Am I bugging? What position are they in the league, bro? Because they're not here. I know I ain't that blind. 18th. They are here. Oh, Lord. How can they be 18th? How can they be 18th? Oh, my days. I was looking like high up the table because I'm thinking they're not going to be down there. I was looking in the top 10. Couldn't see them. Top 12. Didn't see them. 18th. All right, well then, I mean, if they're struggling, then there's no point even mentioning them. Why are they struggling? Why are they 18th? If they're 18th, I'm not putting them with Fiorentina. Fiorentina are currently 4th in Serie A. They're 9th in La Liga. But if they're struggling, then there's no point. There's no point mentioning them. They need to qualify. Them man need to qualify. You know what I mean? Them man need to qualify first, because they look like they're gonna try and get knocked out. What is going on? They might not make it through the playoffs. Yeah. Go on, Madueke. They might not make it through the playoffs. Let me not bother with them. Bro, Shamrock Rovers are 6th. 100%. 100%. So, it's mad. Heidenheim 15th. Ghent 13th. Panathinaikos 19th. There's some teams that I thought would do a lot better that are not handling business. They're using their C team. Well, if that's the case, that they're resting, but can they really afford to rest in this competition? Should they not be trying to win it? Unless you're a team like us, I don't really know why you'd be disrespecting the comp, because you don't have much. You know, you're not going to win the other European competitions. So we'll see. Come on, boys. Let's try and get that goal now. Why is there still no sponsor? Good question. So from what it looks like in the reports, we are currently trying to decide between a few sponsors. One airline, I think. Mercedes-Benz has popped up in the last couple of days. I think right now the club have realized that this season is, I mean, they've already reached the halfway point almost. And they're trying to negotiate a deal based upon what they expect to qualify for, which is a Champions League. So obviously, the deal we would get for the season we're currently in the Conference League would be a lot lower than the Champions League. So I think what they're trying to do is, first of all, have a bit of a bidding war. Try and make it clear to these sponsors in the pitch that we're about to play Champions League football. Same with the Jordan kit deal, which will probably happen now as well. And if we can, as the team keeps winning, our negotiating power just gets stronger and stronger. And more people and companies just keep coming in. Because now Chelsea are going to be pretty much, you know, in a few months' time, you'd hope guaranteed Champions League football, because they're going to be so comfortable, hopefully, in a position where you're like, they're definitely going to have it. And I think once we're in that position, then we can do a deal, because we can say, right, let's do Champions League figures. Let's do Champions League money for a long-term 5, 6, 7, 8 year deal, whatever it's going to be. I don't know. But you don't want to negotiate Conference League money. So from the moment I saw that the sponsor wasn't in the first few months of the season, I just kind of just said, all right, forget it, because whatever the offers were for this season, clearly they weren't really trying to do. And I think what helps them in this is that, why would you want to, I mean, unless you're going to do it on the terms of, this is what you'll get for this season, and agree what the fee would be for Europa League, what the fee would be for Champions League, and then the club have to be happy with that and say, right, based upon where we finish or what we qualify for, this is what the new, you know, the new numbers are going to look like each season. But if you're just offering us this season for 5 years flat, no, forget it. Yeah, we ain't taking that. So let's see. But yeah, it's very odd that we are going to go through the whole season with no sponsor, or most of the season. From a fan perspective, the kit looks better for it. I'm not a big fan of the kit, but the kit looks better without a sponsor. As long as it doesn't affect the transfer budget when we need to improve the team, then I guess they got the money covered. I guess they didn't need the money. I guess they didn't need the money. But that's why the CEO got sacked, isn't it? I mean, I don't know if that's the reason, but if you're a CEO, which is you're in charge of business and the finances of the club and sponsors and all that, and you don't have one for this season, I don't really see you keeping your job. So we did change CEO. Mercedes logo would look nice. I don't know how it would look. Would it be the logo with the name underneath? Probably it would be. Whoa, what's going on? Oh, shit! What the hell was that? Hey! What was that? What kind of goal was that? We've scored, guys. We've scored. I thought I was behind. You lot are slow in the chat. We've scored. I'm not really sure what type of goal that is. I'll be real. That was a mess. That was giving super duper Conference League vibes. That is Conference League. Conference League vibes. Tyreek George is onside. Back header past the keeper. Gue just taps it in. Gue is eating off these errors. This is so Conference League. It's crazy. Oh my days. It's mad. Gue just getting food. Gue getting food. He's being fed. Is Gue okay? Gue's fine. Gue's just smashed his leg onto the post for a free goal. 4 goals in 6 games for Gue in the Conference League. This is a walk over this competition. We ain't even really playing. And we're 1-0 up. This is ridiculous. Renato Vega, Cucurella. How many times have we seen those errors in this competition in games that we've been in? Obviously, we've had our moments as well. But how many times have we seen foolishness like that? Pure foolishness. Pure idiocy. Pure idiocy in these parts. I'm telling you, we're free roaming to the final. Free roaming. It's crazy. I just hope, really what I want in the quarters and semis and whatnot, I just want really good trips. That's what I'm looking for. We've obviously played in Germany. When I saw our fixtures come out, I saw Germany, I saw Greece. And I said, not really the most random spot. You know when people joke about, oh, you got to go to Kazakhstan or you got to go. We actually went to Kazakhstan, you know, you got to go Azerbaijan or whatever. Those are the trips I want. I want the real random spots. The culture shocks. That's what I want. Woo! They forced Jorgensen into a big save. I think Jorgensen was pretty comfortable, to be fair. It's almost like he was flexing for the cameras on that save. But Kenny, who I think is their top scorer, someone was saying in the chat, they have forced Jorgensen into a save. Long punt up top. Desassi trying to chase him. Never really got near him. Pretty routine save, to be honest. It was at a nice height, nice power. My time is behind you. Sorry. Then that means what I'm watching on must have just done a madness. Let me fast forward. Well, you guys didn't want to spoil it for me when the goal went, and you guys just all was quiet. All right, let me update. I don't know how I ended up ahead. That's kind of crazy. It was mad behind before. Oh! Shamrock Rovers have scored! Oh my God! We've conceded! We've conceded to Shamrock Rovers. No clean sheet. No clean sheet again. Oh my days. How on earth have we conceded to this lot? How? A deflected shot off a corner has passed Jorgensen. He couldn't react in time. We have conceded to Shamrock Rovers. It is 1-1. It has been a very, very mad few minutes. That shot has deflected off Gue. He's shot into the ground. It's hit Gue. It's gone in. This is real first gear performance, first gear football. That's the only reason why this is happening, is because we are literally barely even at the wheel. We are doing Tesla right now. We're not even at the wheel in this game. We're just doing up Tesla, to be honest. We ain't even driving. We're casual. Casual dress. We're not in uniform right now. We're not wearing our kits. We're wearing casual clothing to this party. Oh. Wow. Big deflection. Who scored the goal? Was it Pum Pum? Was it Pum Pum who scored? What a mad last name. Yeah, Pum Pum. I don't know if his name's just Pum. Some people are saying Pum Pum. Hmm. 1-1. Bruh, these men are on Christmas lunch. Yeah, it's vibes today. We'll still win the game. It might not be the most impressive performance. I don't really need it to be. As long as we come out of this with no injuries, I honestly don't really mind. I don't mind at all. That was a lovely switch of play from Tyreek George. Here's Madueke. Madueke cutting in. As long as we don't pick up no injuries and we win the game, I'm pretty cool. I don't really mind. Did I not change the score already? Thought I did. Oh, my bad. Just don't want no injuries. Oh, man. Crazy. Here's Gu. Go on. Free kick, ref. Free kick. Thank you very much. Yeah, we will win. This is one of those games where we are in first gear. We are chill guys in this game. Let's be honest. It's a pretty dead game. We've already qualified. We're going to finish top. We're not going to lose, I don't think, at all. So it's a pretty dead rubber. You don't get many of them in the season. People are trying to keep themselves from getting injured. People are not going to overexert themselves. I don't really want them to overexert themselves. I don't want anybody to get injured. I don't want anybody to be unavailable for Everton or Fulham when we've already got injuries. So they're just being casual, chill guys. It's fine. They'll up the tempo if they have to. They'll up the quality if they have to. Madueke and Cuckoo. It's fine. It's all right. Just this once. It's all right. Just this once, it's all right. Usually, when we're watching the Chelsea, every single game, it's do or die. It's Premier League. It's you must. It's a madness. It's intense. But today it's okay. Today it's okay. Today is just hurry up and finish this part of the competition so we can move on to the knockouts. You know what I mean? Move on to the knockouts where it gets serious again. We will win the game. We will win the game. I ain't got no doubts about that. Corner's going to be taken 30 minutes. Ball in. Headed away. That's not a good pass back. Vega. Now, who's proven themselves? Who's under a bit of pressure? I mean, it's always important for young academy kids to get good games under their belts. George and Achumpong. In Cuckoo, maybe you could say. Renato Vega for sure. Those two in particular. under a bit of pressure to perform. I think Disasi's on his way out anyway. Drewsbury was on his way out. I'm not expecting big things from those two. They probably got a little bit of a eye on the January window. Renato Vega's just switched it out of play. Not a great switch. Someone in the chat saying I'm making excuses. No, I'm not making excuses. I'm not making excuses. I mean, listen, like I said, I don't think we're going to draw the game. I think we're going to win the game. I'm just not demanding that the players go wild in this one. I don't think it's necessary. Yeah, this is not this ain't do or die today. It's we'll be fine. Pretty sure of that. Look at this. What did I just say? What did I just fucking say? Yo, what did we just say in the chat? What did we just say in the chat? Oh, this is why we don't need to... God, this is why we don't need to be getting all our knickers in a twist. This is why we don't need to... Like I said, don't stress. There's no need to stress, bro. Look at what these men are doing. They're just giving you food. These men are just giving you food, bro. Look at this pass back. Look at this. Oh my God. That's a good finish from Gu. Both of Gu's goals are they're just handing him the food. This is what I'm saying. We don't need to stress. Man said about standards. Bro, this is not about the standards. This is not their fucking standards, brother. Look at what we're playing against. Look at the foolishness. This is not their fucking standards, brother. Please, we don't need to worry. We don't need to worry, brother. Please. Even Real Madrid sometimes take a little bit of a day off. We don't need to stress today. Play at second gear, don't get injured, and win the game and go home. We don't care. We don't care. You know what I mean? This is foolishness. We don't care. I don't need no one tweaking no hamstrings and calf injuries and all this. Nah. Not for this. Not for this, man. Not for this. This is some foolishness. This is some foolishness. What good pressing from Guido and a very good finish. That finish was very good. That was a good finish. Left foot. Did what he had to do. But yeah. 2-1. And like I said, if we even forget how we're passing, forget how... look at this keeper. Look at this. Look at what they're doing with Gu. Look. What are they doing with Gu? I'm going to start calling these lot shambolic Rovers, bro. Shameless Rovers. Shambolic Rovers. What's going on? These men are trying to give Gu goals. Gu is running them out of town. He's running them out of London town, bro. Gu is running them out of London town. He's moving mad. Man is hungry. We can win this game based off Gu's pressing alone. Just Gu. You just press and you will win the game like that. Forget the rest. He could just press them. Because the way he's tormenting their defense and their goalkeeper. Jesus, they can't catch a break. God damn. I tell you what. If Andre Santos was here in this game, he would be ripping up the place. Andre Santos was playing a match like this instead of like a Cassidy or someone. Or a Drewsbury Hall. Oi, listen. Andre Santos would be eating in this competition. Absolutely eating. Knife, fork, spoon, napkin. Man would be dabbing his mouth. He would be eating in this competition. Shelling out. It would be mad. But yeah, that type of pressing is, yeah, it's good, man. It's what you need. Here's George cutting on your right and shoot. Go on. Renato's passing's not been... Is that Renato or is it Achimpong? Yeah, well, the passing... I'd like the passing to be better. Passing's... I think it... Yeah, the passing ain't there. Let's improve that. Maybe we could bring on Felix for 10 minutes. I don't know if the manager's going to give him some minutes, run out. I probably wouldn't, actually, now that I think about it. With Mudryk being temporarily suspended, I wouldn't really risk Felix now as our next winger option. Gu's getting greedy, let the other man eat. Ball over the top. Shrewsbury Hall. Here's Madueke. Good skill. It's Cassidy. Here's Renato Vega. Tariq George. Nkuku. Oh, that's a poor pass, Nkuku. He should be balling out against a team like this, to be fair. He should be shelling out. Kukurea. Tariq George. Here's Gu. Cassidy. Shot. Oh, good save. Almost a third. Madueke delivery. Oh, again. The crossing today from Madueke and George. It's been good. Some good deliveries. I've liked George a lot on that left wing. Much better. I think he's better over there than on the right. From what he's been doing in the academy. Gets to cut in and shoot a bit easier. Although he doesn't mind shooting on his left, to be fair. Disasi, lovely pass into Nkuku. Nkuku could be better. Here's Kukurea. Nkuku, can you get me a goal? Oh, unlucky. Oh, it's 3. It's Shrewsbury Hall. 3-1. 3-1. Game over. See, look, I told you. You know, you guys, there was one person in the chat getting all worried and that, talking about standards and that. Listen, brother, what I said was facts. We will up our tempo when we're ready. We will up our tempo when we're ready, brother. Don't worry about it. When we're ready, we'll up the tempo. This is one of them games where you just have to start the car. We didn't even have the key in the ignition. First 20 minutes. We didn't even have a key in the ignition. Gu said, yo, I'm 18. I'm legally ready to drive. Let me put the key in the ignition. So he put the key in the ignition. Right? We got George and Madueke sitting in the back seat. You know what I mean? And now Shrewsbury Hall said, you know what? I'm gonna sit in the front seat with you, Gu. Let's go for a ride. Let's turn this car on. Let's drive. 3-1. Light work. Easy work, guys. Easy work. Please. Don't stress us today. No frowns on anyone's forehead in that chat. I don't want to see nobody stressing. This is the day where you get one of them facial masks. Go and get your facial mask. Go and put that on your face. Go and get your face hydrated. Please, don't stress today. I don't want to see no frowns on your faces. Save that for Goodison. Go and get a face mask. Go and lie down. Go get something to eat. Go get a drink. Go get a hot chocolate, marshmallows and that. That's what this is about. Yeah, man. Guys, please. This is some foolishness. We don't even have to try. We don't have to try, man. I'll be real. This ain't getting serious anytime soon. Oh, we're just vibing this. We're vibing. Don't worry. Don't worry about nothing with this Conference League thing, please. It's peak. Like, when you watch how we apply ourselves in the Prem and how we press and how we play and how we pass and how we create, and then you watch us in the Conference League, you realize how much we're not, how much we're the levels that we're coming down to just, we ain't really on it at all. Like, we're just it's pure vibes. It's pure vibes. It's not even close to the Premier League level that we play at. Not even close. It's like 3 or 4 layers down, 3 or 4 tiers down. And we're still calm. Credit to the manager and the sporting directors as well for the letter they sent out as well to travelling fans that went out to Kazakhstan. That was a lovely touch. That was lovely to see in the email. I've had previous beef with the directors. Not that they've responded. But, they softened me up a little bit with that letter. Maybe we can be. Actually, to be fair, after they sold Lukaku, I was ready to start afresh. Still monitoring, but this is looking like a very good season. So far it looks like it's time to batten the hatches. Once they sold Lukaku, I was like, yeah, we can be friends. That was very much high on my wish list for Christmas. Sell Lukaku, get rid of that monster. You got rid of that monster? We can be friends. We can be friends. More to do, though. More to do. Let me see Santos. Don't sell that, brother, please. Madueke almost scored. He is, Madueke. Oh, Nkuku. Oh, Gyu. This is going to be another goal before half time, isn't it? Cassidy. No, I didn't get the keychain thingy, because remember I was saying in my vlog that I had to get an Astana home ticket because I couldn't log into my account in time. So and there was like it was weird. Like, you could only get tickets for like 24 hours or something. And then after that it was gone, even though it wasn't sold out. Like, there was still more tickets, but there was just a very infinite small time period to get it. But because they obviously saw that I went out there, in the end they saw that I was there, so they know, they have my email because I'm now a member. I was a member before, and then now I'm a member, so they had my email, but I didn't get the key thing because I didn't have to pick up my ticket. I got it some other way. I got an e-ticket, so I didn't have to pick up my ticket, so I didn't get the key. I think you get the keychain when you pick up your ticket. Obviously I didn't have to do that, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe someone will be selling theirs on eBay. Might have to cop that. I like how Maresca is slowly bringing in young players and using Conference League to give them proper minutes, and started with Nkuku or at striker, but now it's Cam and Gyu as at striker. Overlooked coaching skill. Yeah, I mean, one thing I will say is that this competition has been a bigger benefit than I initially gave it credit for, because obviously I didn't want to be in this competition. I wanted to be in the Europa League. And I think a Europa League would have been a tougher test for us, and it would have been a better test for our squad. It would have been a good level. If your B team can compete and win a Europa League, that's incredible, right? And maybe then we would have kept Andrea Santos, and maybe we would have made different decisions. But this Conference League, it's good for the manager. It's good for these players that are out on the pitch now. Some of the youngsters, the kids. But it is also so easy that you can give these opportunities. So I expect him to give these opportunities. I don't think it's something that is a difficult decision to make when you're playing against these level of teams. Now, it ain't going to be like this next season. Like I said, Champions League, there ain't going to be no Gues. I can tell you that. In the Champions League, we're not doing that. There's no Cassidays, there's no Gues, there's no Georges. So we better get nice cup draws, or they better go out on loan. Because Champions League we ain't playing that game. So enjoy it while it lasts. You better develop very fast or go out on loan or play the cup, the Carabao and the FA against Morecambe and Barrow, because you ain't going to be playing Champions League. So you ain't going to the San Siro with the Sassy at centre back and whatnot. Let's see. Yeah, it's a good little confidence boost. Here's Madueke. The bigger test for Maresca next season will be how does he manage the team with Champions League and Premier League in the same season, where results in both are very important and the opposition in both is very high level. So this has been a good trial. It's a starter. It's not the main course this season. It's a nice starter in Europe, not in the league. League is looking very good. Very, very good. But yeah, this is a starter for sure. Where are we at? Couple minutes. Well, we're nearly at half time now. We're basically at half time. Ball in. Yes! Q with a hat trick. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Do you know what? Listen. Very, very impressive. That is a fantastic header. That's a very good header. His goals have got better as the game's gone on. The first goal is an absolute walk-in. Second goal was a nice finish, even though a tight angle. The third goal is a brilliant header. Brilliant header. And obviously he heard us in the pre-match saying that we need a new striker for the second half of the season if we're going to really push in this race that we're not in. And he said, all right, let me bang in a hat-trick in 45 minutes. What a header. Great goal. Very, very good goal. Very good goal. Very happy with that. That's great. This game's finished. This game is finished. Oh. And as I said, you got to develop very quickly, because the team is progressing and the expectations are going to go up. And yeah, it's mad. Very, very good goal. Great assist as well. Yep. Great assist. So half time, 4-1. And that really is 4-1 after not really trying in the first 20 minutes. That's 4-1 not really coming out of first gear in the first 20 minutes. I mean, we were chilling. We were chill guys. When we conceded that goal, deflected goal, 1-1. You know, people were worrying about, well, not many, but a couple people were worrying about the game. I said, brothers and sisters, please, don't even stress, please. Don't waste our time with your panic attacks. This is not it, because we will win this game. As I said, we will win this game, and we will win this game. What do you can't believe, you know? So these guys are still not trying, by the way. I want to make this clear. Most of these guys are still chilling. I'm watching this performance, and it's second gear. It's not third or fourth gear. It's second gear. The second goal, the first goal, they give it to us. The second goal, they give it to us. The third goal, we play one line breaker, one Premier League level pass, and we're in. And then it's just ricochets until it falls to Drewsbury Hall. And the fourth goal is a great cross. So the goals are getting higher quality as we go on. But best believe this team are in second gear. They're not trying that hard. No one's fully... There's a couple of players that are really trying, like in terms of their pushing, but that's because they have to. Gu pressing like a monster. He's a one-man wrecking ball right now. You know, he's a machine because he has to. Because This is your opportunity. George, pushing. Achimpong, maybe Cassidy. These guys have got to push, but the rest of them, they're chilling. It's vibes. Cucurella is always going hard because I don't think he understands how to chill, to be honest. Cucurella is he's just crazy. But, when you're watching us on the ball, we're handling it now. Second part of that first half was a lot better than the first part. A lot more. There's still some stray passes here and there. Renato Vega's had a couple of stray passes, to be honest. I think he needs to be better on the ball. Just taking into account that he's going to probably play at the weekend, I definitely need to see him play at the Premier League level. But yeah, we're chilling. It's good to see Josh playing, George playing, Guy playing in this way. These kids here, they're the ones that need to impress the manager. They're the ones that need to impress. Like I said, we've even got a couple of players in that team that really their heads are probably a little bit scrambled. There are links for Disasi and Dewsbury Hall to go in January. Chukwemeka's not in this team today. He's been linked to go in January. We know Chilwell's got to go. He's got to go somewhere. So it's a very mixed team. It's a couple of people that signed new contracts. They're top of the world, buzzing. Couple of head scratchers in terms of they're looking to potentially move. And a couple of seniors that, let's be honest, Cucurella and Madueke, they don't really need to impress in this game too much. I think they're pretty much, involved in the Premier League. So they need to be, they need to be respectful, but they don't need to risk injury. And that's what I've been saying. I don't want the team to do too much. I don't want anybody getting injured. I don't want anybody diving into tackles they don't need to dive into. I don't want none of that. Just play at a moderate level and you'll win the game. And that's what's happening. So we're going to end up winning this game. We're going to end up winning every single game in this league campaign phase, which will put us at the top of the table. 6 wins out of 6, 18 points, 25 goals scored, 5 goals conceded. Very, very good. Very, very much expected. I didn't expect us to leave with any less than 6 wins out of 6, to be honest. And that's what's gonna happen. Fiorentina are currently losing 1-0. The second favourites for this competition. I don't know what they're on, but they must not be serious. I don't know. They're losing to a team that are second, to be honest, in the standings. Victoria, is it, or something? Portuguese team. So yeah, 6 wins out of 6. We don't have no playoff. Obviously, this is our final Conference League game until March. People, we don't play until March, which is fantastic. In January and February, focus on the FA Cup, focus on the league. Leave this till March. So yeah, I really want to see this team in the UCL. You will see this team in the UCL. You will. Thank you, Palmer, for becoming a member. You will see this team in the UCL. I predicted at the start of the season 4th. I might have actually undershot it, which I'm fine with doing that because I still think 4th was a fair prediction. I don't think I should have predicted 3rd or 2nd or anything like that. I expected City and Arsenal to maintain some sort of level, title challenge level. I actually made Arsenal the favourites because I did predict that Man City wouldn't do a 5 in a row. Didn't see Liverpool being top, but I had them 3rd. So we've overperformed, in my opinion. We've overperformed, and I'm happy to, to have undersold them a little bit. I think it's nice. It's nice for them to overachieve a little bit. Not too much, because we know there's quality in this team. I'm not surprised that Enzo and Caicedo and Lavia are balling out. Just glad that they're doing it, but not shocked. They're all quality players. Palmer, Neto, Sancho. We got good players. Jackson. It was just whether or not the manager was going to be able to make it all click. He was the biggest unknown for me, really, was the manager. But he's been absolutely nothing short of sensational, this manager. Absolutely sensational. So impressed. Like I said, there's a connection building that hasn't been there since Thomas Tuchel. And that is high praise, because that man, you'll never catch me slander him. You'll never catch me slander him. what he did for this football club in that short period of time was remarkable, with all of the trials and tribulations he had as well, with the, you know, ownership change and Lukaku and everything. So when I'm saying that he's given me those vibes, in terms of the connection, you know, it's a big connection. So couldn't be happier. It's a 10 out of 10 score from Maresca at Chelsea. 10 out of 10 score in this first few months. 10 out of 10. Couldn't be happier. So we just keep going. Second half. Let's check the bench. Substitutions. What can we do? I think we should be bringing on the kids. I don't think we should be bringing on Felix. Personally, I wouldn't bring on Neto. I wouldn't bring on Sancho. I would bring on Harvey Vale for Madueke. Raksaki for Dewsbury Hall, because he's going to be moving on anyway. Probably. Dyer, maybe for Cassidy later on in the second half. I wouldn't bring on Tosin. And I mean, Gu's already got the hat-trick now, so maybe he can come off and we can bring on the academy striker as well for the last 20, 30. Gu's getting the match ball. He's already done his job in 45. So yeah, let's bring on the kids. Leave all the seniors on the bench. Take off some of the seniors. Maybe, even though he's suspended at the weekend, you could maybe look at Cucurella. I don't know. What position is Murray Campbell playing, guys? I'd bring on all the kids. Maybe not all of them at halftime, but I'd start bringing them on pretty soon. I've not actually seen too much of Murray Campbell. Where does he play? He's right back or centre back. Can he play left back? Actually, no, forget it. Don't put him out of position. He's a centre back. If he's a centre back, maybe he could come on for Disasi. Not at half time. I'd say let us find the 5th and the 6th, and he can come on for maybe the last 5 minutes. 10 minutes max. But yeah. Brilliant. All right, let me see what the chat's saying. Stick on Felix or Neto. Nah. No chance. Them two are not coming anywhere. Near this pitch. If it's me, them man are not coming anywhere near this pitch. Maybe I'm taking off Vega because he could be playing at the weekend, and bring on Murray Campbell if you want to put him at centre back. But yeah, I'm not going anywhere near the seniors on the bench. I don't want Cucurella to get injured. Yeah, you're right. So even though he's suspended, I definitely would look at him as well. I'd look at Madueke coming off and Nkuku coming off. Maybe if maybe you take off Nkuku, you leave Dewsbury Hall on because he's leaving anyway in January. So this is probably maybe his last appearance if everybody stays fit in the Prem. So maybe you leave Dewsbury Hall on and you put him in the 10, take Nkuku off and put Raksaki in the midfield next to Cassidy. Take off Madueke, take off Cucurella, take off maybe Renato Vega as well. Felix needs game time. No, I think Felix is fine. I think he's fine. He won't start against Everton, but he will play against Fulham. So he can come off the bench against Everton. He can start against Fulham. He just come back from a little knock. I don't need him coming in this game. I don't think he needs to come in this game, to be honest. I think he'll be fine. It wasn't like a big injury. He doesn't need to be risked. Who said Dewsbury Hall is leaving? Logic. Just logic. Logic is he won't be here next season anyway because Santos will take his place and he'll go further down the pecking order. Logic is he's not playing Premier League football. Sometimes he doesn't even make the squad. Logic is other teams in the Premier League are interested and we have an opportunity to get some money before his valuation falls further. For me, it's a no-brainer. He's only played Conference League, and in the back end of Conference League, depending on who we get in the knockouts. But once you get to the final, you're probably going to want to play some of the bigger names. So, but he might leave at the end of the season. But if there's good money in January, you may as well take it. You know, I wouldn't play too much. If someone come in with the money we paid, like 30 mil, I'd take it in January. I'm not going to wait for his valuation to drop to 20. I'll take the 30 mil now. I'll be real. I'll take the 30 mil now. Look, with Dewsbury Hall, if you get 30 mil, which would be very impressive considering he's not really maintained his valuation. But if you get 30 mil, Arsenal, Leicester, Fulham, bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you for the money. Bye-bye. Okechukwu, come back from Southampton. Okechukwu plays Conference League until the end of the season. Similar to when we brought Cassidy back last season from Leicester. Okechukwu, come home, feel love, vibes, come and play Conference League, come and play football with the boys, get your confidence back up. You could easily play in this competition, easily. And then in the summer, let's find another loan for you, proper one, get you back out on loan, go and have fun. Maybe Strasbourg. That's what I would do. Dewsbury Hall, out, money, Okechukwu in, Conference League. Simple. And a profile that probably is more useful to us as well in Okechukwu. A little bit more height in the midfield. He's got legs. He can get about. Let's do that. That's what I would do. Vale's coming on. All right. I'm going to get a timer going in a minute. So Harvey Vale is going to come on. What position is he going to play? Right wing for Madueke? Or is he going to come on for Nkuku and play in the 10? No spam. You will be blocked. You're craving some horse milk. That is hilarious. I'm guessing Harvey Vale will come on for Madueke. Because he's the most likely to play at the weekend. Out of everybody on the pitch right now. He's one of the most likely. Yeah. I get this comment every season, you know. This one here, Okechukwu worse than Dewsbury Hall. What do people... Well, first of all, Okechukwu is 20... How old is Okechukwu? Before we do this comparison. Which seems like a silly one. Okechukwu is 20 years old. So your first mistake is comparing a 20-year-old to a 26-year-old? Is that your first mistake before I finish off the cooking? Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall, who was playing in the Championship last season, in his prime, you're comparing to Okechukwu. That doesn't seem very wise. 26. 26. So you're comparing a 20-year-old to a 26-year-old. You're comparing two different profiles. They're not even the same player. And you're saying that because he's not playing at Southampton, he's not good. Boy, do I have news for you. Boy, do I have news for you. If that's your logic. Again, after what you saw with Santos at Forest, with Gilmore at Norwich, if this is your logic again, it's lazy. Don't judge your young players on whether they can play for shit teams in the Premier League that don't want to give them chances because they're in a relegation battle. It's not wise. I can tell you something. Okechukwu won't be worrying about teams like Southampton in his career. He'll be playing for a better team than that. Modia Cumberlive. Don't make that mistake. I've seen it every year. It's just getting a bit sad. It's getting sad to see these same errors being made. When a player doesn't have any confidence and they're not getting any game time, yes, when they get their odd little 5-minute cameo, they're probably not going to impress you. Especially when they're 20 years old, playing the Premier League for the first time in their career. That happens. That happens. Wouldn't write them off, though. Not saying he's even going to make it at Chelsea, to be honest. I'm not really as fussed with Okechukwu as I am with Santos. I'm not really expecting Okechukwu to necessarily be here. But for the second half of the campaign in the Conference League knockouts, he can play. If you don't think Okechukwu can play against Shamrock, Rovers and Astana, I got news for you. He can. He definitely can. 2-0 to Spurs. Let me just check my timers in sync with the game. 2-0 to Tottenham. People are saying. For the away vlog in Kazakhstan to the next away vlog. Yeah, boy. You guys really enjoyed. Who scored the second goal? Personally, bro, against Fulham, I would be going strong. So, in my opinion, you play your strongest team against Everton. You maybe make 2 changes for Fulham, max. But I would be saying that for the first time this season, we just play our strongest team twice in 1 week. You play on Sunday, 2 o'clock. You play Thursday. I'm sorry. That's a fine gap. That's a fine gap. Both the games, you need 3 points. Fulham are a very good team. Hence why they are where they are in the Premier League. I'm not resting. I'm not mixing too much. I'm looking at Felix's for Sancho. Those type of swaps. Madueke for Neto. Those are the type of swaps. Am I looking at Dewsbury Hall? Cassidy? Absolutely not. Disasi? Absolutely not. Jorgensen for Sanchez? Maybe. Yeah, we can do that for sure. But I'm not looking at BBB. You know, Cucurella is definitely coming back in for Renato Vega. Colwell starting both games. Palmer starting both games. Jackson starting both games, etc. Enzo Caicedo both games. That's my vibe. That's my vibe. 2 free changes. Let's see. So Kulusevski was the one to score. It's crazy. So Tottenham, I'm not gonna lie. Do I want to see Tottenham versus Arsenal in the semi-final? Yeah, I do. Yeah, fuck it. Let's see ultimate carnage. Tottenham versus Man United. Tottenham versus Arsenal, 2-legged tie. That would be sick. And they play each other in January as well. No, I wouldn't swap in Nkunku for Jackson. No, I'm not a big Nkunku striker person. The press will just fall off a cliff. But yeah, Tottenham versus. Do you know why? Because if you give Arsenal Tottenham in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, they are not allowed to rest. Arteta is not allowed to rest in those Carabao Cup games against Tottenham. The fan base will absolutely kill him if he loses to Tottenham and sends them to a final. So if Arsenal have to go strong in January in 2 cup games plus the Premier League games, and I think there's 1 Champions League game left as well, but they might be able to rest in that, then Arsenal could hopefully drop more points and we could hopefully get further ahead of them. So I want to see Arsenal versus Tottenham in the semi-final, 100%. I hope that gets drawn today. The draw's later on tonight. That's what I want to see. Give them the hardest or the most pressurized possible fixture. Who else is in it? Newcastle and Liverpool. Yeah. Let Newcastle and Liverpool play each other. Yeah, that sounds good. At least, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. That's what I want. Because I don't want to see an Arsenal-Tottenham final. Because I don't want to really see either of them lift it, obviously. So, at least this way, we're guaranteed to get a team in the final that it's not Arsenal or Tottenham. And obviously, if Newcastle could win this trophy, that would be an absolute blessing. It would be beautiful. Up the Geordies. But I'd rather Liverpool win it than Arsenal or Tottenham. So, that's the order of preference. But yeah, Newcastle would be perfect. Yeah, Newcastle would be great. Can you imagine Newcastle winning the trophy? Their fan base would go insane. Proper parade and everything. It would be sick. I'd love to see that. Yeah, they do deserve it, man. They're a good team. They got to a final a couple years ago against United. They weren't quite ready. It would be nice for them. Liverpool have won enough domestic cups recently anyway. And Arteta's already won 3 trophies, so he doesn't need it. He said he's won 3 trophies, so he doesn't need it. You know? He doesn't need it. 3-0 Tottenham. What in the world is going... Well, that's finished. Game over. Flex is going to be fuming. He's gone to the game. Flex is going to be fuming, bruv. Oh, my God. They're getting walked. What's Saeed saying? Let me give that brother a ring. Because I'm pretty much chilling over here. You know, it's so funny. We're the only ones playing tonight in Europe. Like, all the other European competitions said, nah, we're not interested. No, thank you. And we're the only ones that are playing. It's actually hilarious. We're the only ones playing in Europe.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
No, Saeed. No, Saeed. Do not forward me nothing. Do not forward me to no voicemail, brother. Please. Answer your phone. This brother said I'm forwarding you to voicemail. What? I see you in a few hours. Don't go anywhere. You must miss Ten Hag. Ten Hag would have won this competition. He's not going to pick up. Where's KG? Is KG... Is he streaming? Saeed. Television. He ain't picking up. He must be fuming, you know. He must be fuming. Let me call KG, because KG always loves to ring my phone. He always loves to ring my phone. That was good play from Nkuku. Good shot. Yeah, they're all ignoring. That's fine. There's no problem. I'm seeing him later today anyway. I'm literally seeing him in a few hours. Got big 6. Our game's just a chill thing, so I'm not even fussed. Wow, everybody don't hear their phones, okay? Nobody can hear their phones ringing tonight. Nobody can hear their phones ringing tonight. KG's always calling me at like 10 a.m. every day. Because that's when he goes live. Now he's not. Now they don't know. They can't find their phones. They can't find their phones. Okay, no problem. He saw his phone and pushed it to the side. Saeed saw his phone and pushed it to the side. He said, I ain't answering that. Oh, my days. These brothers. Remember, not long ago. Hey, I don't know if you want to rip up that mud contract so soon. I don't know if you want to rip it up. Oh, I don't know. Going a bit early. We're only 3 points behind you. We're only 3 points behind you. This is the gap that we should have had with them last year as well. You remember last year we was behind them in the table and I kept slagging them off saying they're not very good. They ain't got a very good team and we should be ahead of them. This is the gap. 12 points currently. This is what it should have been. This is what it should have been. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. He said he has a headache. What, is Faz doing something? Screaming in his ear or something. This is brilliant. This is great. Who else is... Let me see. The way Saeed's just got his head in his hands is fantastic. I can see him on my other screen. Go on, Tyreek. Let's get, hopefully on the hour mark, let's get some changes. Let's get some substitutions. Let's get some kids on the pitch now. Raksaki, I'd love to see him play. Lovely game of football this is today. Lovely. Expressions is going to absolutely cook KG. It's going to be a long day. 56 minutes. Cucurella left side. The only reason I take Cucurella off is because A, keep him fresh for next week, but also he don't really need to do anything in this game. He's proven himself more than enough this season. I'd rather just give the last 30 minutes to someone who, like a Murray Campbell, who wants a little bit of an opportunity to prove himself or something. There's nothing for Cucurella to prove whatsoever. You could even go to a back three, play Dyer or Raksaki next to each other if you really want to go full pelt. Bring Murray Campbell on for Disasi. That's a super weak or super young team. And then Dewsbury Hall in the half space with oh! He doesn't need to prove himself. Cucurella! Knee slide as well. Goo, 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 goo. He don't need to prove himself, man. The best left back on form in England right now. Goal at the weekend. Goal tonight. 5-1. Get that man off the pitch. Get him in the ice bath. He doesn't need to be out here. The penguin dances out. 5-1. Love to see it. What an incredible transformation from this boy. He was making a lot of errors in his first season. That's a wonderful finish. Can I just say, Cucurella, weak foot, driving into the box. Right foot off the post and in. Brilliant finish. This guy is borderline player of the season. It's not because I think Caicedo is player of the season for me at the moment, but Cucurella is top 3 with Cole Palmer maybe as well. But Cucurella is right up there for player of the season. What a season he's having. What a season. He's now doing more because, you know, we knew that he could defend. We knew he could defend. It's just sometimes he didn't want to, or he wanted to dive in and leave space in behind him and lapse of concentration and position and all these things. But we knew he could defend because we didn't buy him because he couldn't. Then you're looking at inverting. That's another thing. Inverting, smooth passing, all these things. But now we're seeing goals, attacking, the box. Crazy. So Murray Campbell's come on for Disasi. So this is wonderful. I think I just saw Felix come on as well. So Felix has come on. So fair, he gets minutes. I wouldn't have risked him, but the medical team know he's cool. So out he goes. Gets a half an hour. And yeah. So Gu has come off. Nkuku's gone up front. Felix is now going to play in the 10. And I'm sure Nkuku's going to come off pretty soon. As well. I don't think he'll play a full 90. Here's George. Felix. Oh, the nutmegs are out! Oh! Almost. Instant impact. He loves a little nutmeg. He loves a little trick. He loves it. I don't think he even nutmegged him that time, but he still got past him. Unlucky. I wish Harvey Vell had just committed a bit more at the back post. He would have had a tap in. It's a real opportunity for some people to get their first goal in a Chelsea shirt if they get themselves in the right position. I think Tyreek George is looking for his first Chelsea goal, if I'm remembering correctly. Harvey Vell, his first goal. Sorry, let me change the score. I'm not even keeping up with the amount of goals we're scoring. This is exactly what it was meant to be and what it is. Comfortable. I predicted 4-0. We got 5-1. Beautiful. Yeah, Vale could have been at the back post for a tap-in. You didn't see the Cucurella goal. You're going to like it on the highlights. Cucurella goal was beautiful. Great finish on the right foot. Beautiful finish. Here's Dewsbury Hall. Felix in a nice pocket of space. He's going to come on now and just... they better not injure this guy. Do not injure Zhao. Yeah? Because we don't have time for that. Do not change. Man United have scored 3-1. Do not be injuring him. Xerxes. Scores changed. 5-1. To be honest, I didn't really want Osimhen too much until deadline day, where I was like, well, I may as well, because I want a striker and he's the only one we're looking like we can get now, so may as well get him than get nothing. But yeah, I think the ship has sailed now. I don't really think we need to reopen that convo. Yeah, if we got Duran in the summer, it would have been a madness, I'll be honest. He's so good. He's so good. That type of finishing, you can't teach. You know, he's a true finisher. He's a true finisher. And there's not many of those in this era of striker. So I would pay good money. I'll be real, I'd pay good money for him. Maybe we can offer a player in exchange in the summer or something. It's not like we don't have something to offer, but I would definitely move on him. Here's Cucurella. Clipped. Oh, unlucky. Still so much time in this game for 6 and 7. Man said offer Kellyman. That's hilarious. Send the player back that we got from them. Just need to hope that Villa need money and they're forced to sell someone, which could be the case anyway, if they want to spend. So hopefully that's the case, and then we can do something. Here's Murray Campbell. George. Lucky. Shamrock on the break. Cutting in. Shot from distance. Straight at Jorgensen. Rio looks wild in Liverpool training. No, they're probably saying shoot. They're not. Right, here we are. Murray Campbell. Clipped. Yeah. They can't make it stick. Easy big win tonight. Handed on a plate at times. Smash up the likes. Make sure you subscribe as well if you haven't already, people. It's Achampong playing in the middle of the defence. It's a nice new responsibility for him. Manager said he loves Josh, so he clearly rates him. So him not being involved has always been down to the contract situation. And I think with Reece James and Fofana being out injured again and not really having any time frames on when they will come back, certainly has helped the Achampong situation be sorted. And thankfully it's been sorted before pre-contracts can be agreed in January. And I've said, you know, there's a spot for him. If we're talking about needing or looking at right-sided centre-backs, then there's a gap in the team for it. He can play right back. We got Reece James issues. He can play right side centre back. We got Disasi, who a lot of us will move on if we could sell him, and Fofana got injury issues to get over. So there's space for him. It's not easy, but there's a space. Even rivals have been going crazy. I don't know if you guys saw that comp or clip that went up on Twitter after the Astana game. The amount of people that were tuning into this Acheampong performance. My goodness. You wouldn't think a comp for Astana would get 15k likes, but it did. These men were gushing over Acheampong. Half of Europe. All these clubs, all these fan bases. Yo, I wouldn't mind Acheampong, you know. I'll take him on a free. Yeah, come, man. These men were sniffing like crazy. These men were really trying to get involved. They wanted our player badly. 13 million views, bro. I'm telling you. Did you see the caliber of clubs that were interested? There weren't no silly billy clubs. Big clubs. Circulating. Circling around. Sniffing. Nah. We needed to get that one wrapped up. Noah's 24th. Oh, so we'd be playing them? No, we won't. 8th will play 24th. Sorry, 9th will play 24th because they will play them in a playoff. We won't be playing any of them teams because we're already going straight through to the next round. So, Amad Diallo scored and it's looking dramatic at Spurs. If that goes to extra time, Big Six is in big trouble. But that means I get to have dinner. So, you win some, you lose some. It's 3-2. If Spurs bottle that, I swear on everything I own. If they bottle that, being 3-0 up at home, listen, they better just shut down the whole institution. Can we go and get a 6th? Go on. Save straight down the middle. If they bottle that, they need to just shut it all down. Bro, there's so much time left on the clock. There's 20 minutes left. There's 20 minutes left. If they bottle that, oh my goodness. If it's 3-3, it goes straight to pens. I'll probably watch the penalty shootout then, if that's the case. May as well, innit? That's crazy if they come back. If they bottle that, that will be the end. That actually would be funny because the head loss from Tobes and Expressions and Fuad, their head loss would be astronomical. Astronomical head loss. Out of this world head loss. So for me, I'm pretty happy for that as well. If they could bottle that 3-0 lead and exit the cup, and that's another trophy down the toilet. Yeah, listen, I know I said I won North London derby in the semi-final, but I'll also take that as well. I'll take that as well. It's not like Arsenal could rest against Liverpool or Man United anyway. Especially when Arteta's counting Community Shields, kind of needs to win the Carabao Cup. He's not above it. He ain't Pep. He is not above it at all. Bro, I don't really care who wins now. If Man United actually come back and beat Tottenham, that would be so funny. Big Six will be on the floor today. The head loss from Tobes, bro. I'm not even gonna bother even mention this game. To be fair, give Gu a little shout out and keep it moving. Oh, come on, let's get that 6th. Can you imagine 3-3 and United win on pens? Woo! Woo! After the way that they threw away the 2-0 lead against us. And then the 3-0 lead against Man United. Woo! Woo! That's crazy. That's very, very crazy. I need a 7-up or something. Here's George. I did prefer him on the left. Don't think he's had as much impact on the right, but I'm also thinking that we're a little bit chilling as well. Still creating a little bit. Felix is looking lively. They just need to stop clamping my guy. They've had a couple rough challenges on Felix already and since he came on. This is such a chill. Bro, this is such a calm game, innit? Lord heavens, guys, we're chilling. Hey, listen, this is... very rarely can you watch your team and just be vibing like this, bro. You got to collab with Expressions, bro. Too funny. I've collabed with Expressions loads of times, bro. We couldn't make it happen last time because it was his mum's birthday, so we didn't have time for a preview. I think they were playing Europa League, so and we were playing Conference League, so the time was very, very small gap. We couldn't do it, but yeah, we'll collab again at some point. I want to do something a bit different though. Really, what I want to do is have him on a podcast, the Homegrown podcast, whenever I get to relaunch that with its new studio and new signs and everything, and the new set, when I can hopefully in the new year strategize that. But he would be one of the people I want to get on that, show a bit of a different side to what you usually see from him. That would be something good. Toes will go mad, bro. If Tottenham, what? Hey, listen, don't be lying, guys, in the chat. It ain't 3-3, is it? Because if it goes to 3-3, Tobes is gonna come in, and he's gonna lose his head. He's actually gonna lose his head. He's going to lose his head. We're gonna be demonetized. He's gonna come in shouting and screaming, and I don't want a headache. You know, it's been a very chill day for us. It's been a very chill day for us over here. We don't need all of that animosity and aggression. We're having a very nice day today. Saeed's going to come in so shameless if they win that game. Can you imagine winning on penalties? That brother's going to be so smug. Oh, the drama. We love it. I actually want Man United to equalise. I need it. And I think Abby and Flex are doing a vlog as well for DR. So that's going to be hilarious. That head loss. New year, on to bigger things, man. Big up, brother. Big up, Kingsley, bro. Much appreciated. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you so much. Whew. This game's going a bit slow, innit? It's a bit of a drag. Jesus. Just win. Just finish the match, man. These men are not coming back. You know what I mean? They got nothing to offer. Just wrap this up, man. So we can all go home. You know what I mean? Let's get our players rested, man. Come on. Have we got any more substitutions we can make? Let's get our players well rested. I don't want to see nobody stressing. Let's get everybody home. Back to their families, man. Is Cucurella still out? He better not still be out there. That brother's got a whole family to get back to. Let me see if we got any more subs left in the bank. We got a couple more. We could bring on... Who could we bring on? Still got Cucurella out there. Big family. Whole family at home. On a Thursday night as well. It's crazy. On a school night. Surely we could get Dyer and Raksaki on. Come on. Come on. Let's get those guys on or something. Got 15 minutes left. I'm sure the manager's going to make a few more subs. Give those guys some minutes. Felix. Oh, the cross is past everybody. Cross is past everybody. Man, the match for me is very, very easy. Man, the match goes to Gue. You don't get a hat-trick and not get man in the match for me, especially when I think two of the finishes, especially the third, the header, but the second finish is nice as well. The first is easy, but he got a hat-trick. He pressed, worked hard. He can get it. Don't need to give it to anyone else, really. Yeah, for me, he can get the man of the match. Pretty simple. Woo! That was close. Yeah, second half's been a bit of a drag. It's kind of why I would have just kept bringing on the kids. Like, I would have left Felix out so he doesn't get clamped like he's been getting a bit. I would have taken Cuckoo off. I would have just brought on the kids because the kids are going to want to impress, you know. Bring on the striker, bring on a couple midfielders just to... It will keep the energy in the game because they're not going to come in and just casually chill and, you know. They're going to come in and inject some energy and some enthusiasm into it. The seniors, they don't really need to... They don't need to do anything. They're chilling. And in Cuckoo up front, yeah, we already know his pressing is not... It's not really as intense as Gu and Jackson. We haven't really got any turnovers, and this team are not playing out of the back very well. But we've not really created any turnovers, and the turnovers are obviously there to be seen because we got them earlier on. Got loads of turnovers. Let me quickly get a drink. But one thing we do know is there's turnovers in this game. Ashton Pong's been very good. Very, very good. Very good. Just great to I just like to see these guys just get their minutes and get their experience in the bag. Put the experience in the bag. Instead of the chips, put the experience in the bag. Put the XP in the bag. Put the XP in the bag. That's what it's all about. Even the drink is green. It's a Conference League theme this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Do you know what I mean? Nothing is by accident over here. Everything is coordinated. You know what I mean? What do you can't believe? I think even the wrapping paper is green as well, to be honest, back there. Doing a bit too much. Go on, George. Unlucky. Like I said, initially I didn't want to be in this, but now we're in it. Win it. Win it. And we can kind of use it to our advantage because it's like, when people be saying we're in a title race, it's like, bro, how can we be in a title race? We're a little Conference League team, bro. We're just playing against Astana and Asthma Pump and all these things. You can't be saying we're in a title race. What, were West Ham ever in one? Florentina, and you know what I mean? We're just little Conference League scrappers. We're just scrapping in the conference. You know what I mean? You man don't even know what this is. Playing Shamrock Rovers on a Thursday. Oh, where's this guy going? Dewsbury Hall just had to say, listen, that's enough. I don't know where that brother thought he was going. Wandering into our box. Are you lost? Who do you think you are, bruv? You've had your goal. You've had your little limbs in the away end. Don't get cheeky with it. Don't go ahead of yourself now. Man thought he could just wander into our box. You must think this is Irish League. You must think you're playing Dundalk or Drogheda or Cork. Must think you're playing Sligo Rovers or something. Get that boy out of there, man. That's enough. Was my trousers dropping? That's not really my style, Pedro, I'll be real. But if it's not Pedro, Pello. That's not my style, I'll be real. Trousers hanging around ankles and that's not really my style. But if they were dropping, you know, and the G in me was just lashing out, and what can I do? Go on, George. Oh. I thought he was going somewhere. I thought he was going somewhere. Noah bottled it. What's happened to Noah if they conceded? The fact that we're actually checking for other people's scores is hilarious. Do you know how they're all trying to make friends with us as well? Have you clocked? Serviette, they're trying to make friends with us on TikTok. Every team we play, they're trying to be best friends after the game. Oh, we love you. We gave Enzo his first hat-trick of assists and got this ball got the ball rolling. We love you so much. Please take us in as your feeder team. We ain't ever seen you again. Don't beg, friend, please. It's don't beg, please. Don't beg. It's embarrassing. These man trying to beg friend, beg followers. Nah, man, listen. Just enjoy the occasion. This is not a long-term relationship. We had a quick little, you know, quick little wink, wink, nudge, nudge in a Conference League Thursday game. You know what I mean? Yeah. Had a bit of a fling, but please don't be trying to wife us. Don't try and put a ring on this. Please, we're not staying. We want Real Madrid and AC Milan and all these teams. Please don't try and lock us down into no affiliation. They want the clout so bad. They want the clout so bad, and they think we don't know. When I'm watching them like praising us and trying to do up all that propaganda, I'm just like, you just want me to follow you, really. Let's be real. You just want followers. Let's just call it where it is. Say it how it is, man. Acting like we paid for your flights and your hotel. We made one of these teams in this competition drive 30 hours across the whole of Europe to come and play us. We didn't even treat them with any hospitality. Trying to pretend like we're friends. Oh, it worked. You followed them. See? You're weak. You're weak. You fell for it. You fell for it. Is it still 3-2? Serviette, the team from the group project that wants to be friends after. I wish them all the very best in their endeavours. But we will not be sending our players out on loan to your clubs, I'm afraid. Ooh. If we pay for one team, all teams would ask for it. What? I don't know, man. Like, how much would it cost to lease a jet and just send these brothers over in style? Make it a real trip for them. Who was it that bopped up? It was Noah. It was Noah. That was the team that bopped to Stamford Bridge on the longest trek. Why couldn't we just give them a little jet? You know, give them a jet and just give them a real experience. Let them come over here in class, man. We were already going to whoop their ass anyway. We didn't need them to come over with no sleep. George has just had a shot blocked and cleared. These men came over tired with no sleep, no rest. It's not nice. Tottenham and Man United having meltdowns. How long's left? Well, I'm guessing actually the same amount of time that's left in this game is left in that game. So probably 5 minutes plus injury time, right? Kicked off at the same time. Yeah. Well, actually, no, they kicked off their second half earlier, so looks like potentially Tottenham aren't going to bottle it. Maybe. It's been a very chill second half, but I'm fine with it. Obviously, it would have been nice to have some more goals to cheer about, but we are chilling. We are chilling. No injuries, no problem. Son has scored. Son has scored. Tottenham 4, Manchester United 2, which means I now need a North London derby in the next round. That's the only way. That's the only way this works. That's the only way this works. Man United are gonna go out. They tried to come back. They tried to respond to adversity, and they have failed. And they are having a very messy season. I hope they finish 12th. So they know what it feels like. Regardless of the new manager, they will still feel pain. They must firm that. Sorry, Son scored from a corner. That doesn't even make any sense, guys. Come on, let's get the 6th. Unlucky. You're saying Son scored from a corner. Let me see if I can see where what that even looks like, because that sounds wild. That sounds very, very mad. Five, 1. I can't see this goal for Son yet. Easy W. Connors are getting too sweaty. Blame Asna. Oh, corner. What? Brother, I don't even know what you're saying. Oh, sorry. Corners are becoming sweaties. I get what you mean. Lavia's fit. Where'd you read that? Hopefully. Won't start the weekend, but that Madueke quote is still making me laugh, you know. In my head, I'm just busting up. Honestly, I'm so happy that these lot are doing this. It's actually so funny. Man said I don't even know what a title race is. That is the funniest one so far. Oh, that Central Goals account got deactivated or... Ugh. Where are we going to go get our goals now from? Jeez. Where are we going to get our goals from? Oh, strategy. Sorry. I can't watch it because centre goals got cancelled. That's hilarious though. I want to see that. No one knows gamer language. I haven't been on my gaming, so no. I need GTA 6 to come out immediately. Ha! They just cleared their own shot off the line. Straight at the keeper. We are walking into the knockouts, lads. Walking into the knockouts. Game's nearly finished. Game's nearly over. Light work. Very light work. Telefoot. Oh, okay. Right. Oh, I thought we were going to be in there for a 6th. I don't know how much added on time we've got. Cassidy. Oh. Tekafoot. Oh. I've read that wrong. 2 minutes of added on time. This game is nearly over. This is the new account I got to follow. Fair. Son. Bombaclot! That is a crazy finish. Jesus. Oi, that is mad. Wow, what a way to finish that game. Raksaki coming on for a couple of minutes. I think Maresca forgot he had subs, you know. I think he forgot he had subs. And that goes crazy. Did he literally just come on now for the last couple of minutes? Yeah, he did, didn't he? No, sorry. He came on 83. Okay, fine. Yeah, okay. He's had a little bit of time. All right, full time. Full time. That's the first time I've seen his face there, bro. You know what I mean? Man's being on. All right, full time. Did he even make all 5? I think he only made 4 in the end, didn't he? Yeah, he made 4 changes. Didn't go for 5. It is what it is. Can you make 5? You can make 5. Of course you can. Big 6 starts at 10:30. Give Tobes time to cycle back from the stadium. And I am doing my review, and then I will be there. 10:30. Pretty chill. All right. Listen. Review coming up next. Not really too much to say. For now, let me just do it in the review because this is pretty calm, pretty light work. Easy. Man United made it 4-3. What a game. I'm going to go watch those highlights after I've done the review because that looks like an absolute blockbuster. But yeah, easy win, easy performance. We turned it up a notch when we needed to. We handled business. Went up into gear 2, then went back down to gear 1. Easy as you like. We'll talk. All right, smash up the likes, guys. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. In a bit, people. Peace. Come on. Yeah.